Well, guys, got anything to add? Perhaps you would like to tell us where we left off last time. I know where we are right now, but do you?
We're in a
Uh,
place.
yeah, an owl got eaten
The
off by
world
the
has
swamp.
become a place.
Yeah, an owl dissolved in acid.
You were in a very marshy place, yes, because you thought that there'd be a cool place here you could take a look at or something. I don't frickin' know what you guys were expecting to find around here. Water?
Cool stuff. Water's
Sure.
pretty cool. Sometimes when it's not
There's
hot.
there's a necromancer right over there, and you go over to the swamp to get yourself a nice tan. What is your major malfunction, Private?
Sounds like a great place to be.
Who doesn't want to get a nice tan? Correct. Point is that as you were traveling down yonder road, yonderly, things made themselves a bit more apparent. Specifically, the part where it's not quite as nice as it appeared. Let me pull up this particular section. Namely,
But
you
it
ran
took
across a fine corpse of a giant owl the size of a horse. It has mostly been dissolved by a big splatter of acid and sits atop a small mossy island. At this point, your road to rest is slowly, slowly is an objective term. While you're walking along it, it really does feel like very quickly it is rapidly deteriorating from proper dirt road you could probably pull a cart across to you gotta really pull your feet out of that soggy mess under. Whew. But yes, the magnificent owl's body has been partially dissolved by acids. Dark green fluids sizzling away at its skin.
oh no.
Ain't that
Well,
some
we
shit?
were we were warned that there are oozes and stuff here. So probably best to keep our distance.
That makes sense. Let's just not stray off the path.
You think an ooze could sneak up on an owl that can fly?
I mean
Yeah.
probably.
Hmm.
Owls have to land eventually.
Yeah.
Ooze. I just imagine an ooze geyser that launches ooze up in the air and
It's that kind of thinking that causes you to end up with things like that sharkfish bull ooze.
the what?
There's a there's a 5e monster thing, and again, I think way too many people have a very set idea as to what RPGs are, but it's you have a giant ooze that is shaped like a fishbowl, and inside of it is also a shark.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Good
It's
times.
it's very silly. I'll give it that much. I don't think the average person will see that one coming when it rolls around the corner. I wonder what the players will notice first: the part where it's a shark or the part where it's a giant undulating fishbowl.
Listen, sometimes wizards want to have a good time, and that means making really weird shit.
But still, the Obelix is my favorite of the oozes.
All oozes are good oozes because they are friends.
Yes.
They also have a unique ability score called jiggliness. How wiggly is your ooze?
How wiggly is your jiggly?
Are they runny? Are they turgid?
Are they
Is
friend?
are they is your ooze firm? Can I sit upon him and be comfortable? These are the questions that they ask atop the Starship Enterprise. Point is, what are you guys gonna do with this fine owl that sits in the way of the road you're planning to follow? Getting late in the day, you're gonna have to set up camp at some point.
Mm. Well, I don't want to set up camp near that because clearly it's been attacked by something, and if it's
Yeah.
dead, chances are the other thing isn't, since we can't see its corpse.
Yeah.
So, unless
Could have been hunters, but who's gonna hunt out here?
yeah, and who hunts with acid? That kind of defeats the purpose of hunting.
I mean, there's plenty of the owl left to eat and nibble if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna want to eat something covered in acid.
Oh, didn't
I say, and I'd really like vinegar on my chips and stuff.
yeah, but
It's
vinegar's more like, isn't that that's an alkaline? But yeah, I think.
I'm pretty sure it's oh, what the hell was it called? It was a type of acid. CH3HOOH minus.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh
But,
no,
oh,
that's the ion.
when there also lizard folk up here.
Yeah, we did hear about that.
According to the map, they live up here. Yes.
But would they hunt with acid?
Why would they hunt with acid?
Oh, acid clearly works.
I mean, you're the lizard folk among us.
I'm technically just a weird, like, version of like a Raksha.
Yeah.
Rakshasha.
Yeah, I'm just a weird one of those.
He's a demon with a weird head.
Details. Anyway, I think either we try and go around this and wade into the swamp, which is probably a bad idea, or backtrack a little, rest for the night, and then push forward in the morning.
Yeah, we can let it dissolve and then go in the morning.
Or burn it if you guys are feeling particularly spicy.
I think
I don't
more
wanna
out of
release
juice
any
from,
gases.
from that last fight.
Mm.
Actually, no, not particularly out of juice.
Anyway, if we're gonna rest soon, you can always get
Handsome.
your juice back.
All right. So you decide to head back up to the proper old rest trail and set up camp on proper soil where you don't sink away.
Yes.
Marvelous. After taking your little rusty break, having a good night's sleep in the evening. Let's see, how far are you from there? From here, only a little bit of time. Like an hour's walk, actually. Although, considering the rapid deterioration of the soil under your feet, I highly doubt it's going to stay at an hour. As someone who's recently been walking in snow, I can assure you, holy crap, do you lose movement speed quickly when the ground gets even slightly irregular. Actually, according to this, you technically travel 2.5 miles per hour, so yes, you would take an hour or two to get there. I honestly don't get this because, gosh, what's it called? In Ironclaw, your character travels exceptionally fast, but you only can travel a couple hours before you get tuckered out. And here, in I remember, in 3.5, you move like a couple of, gosh, look, just pull up, you move like 3 miles an hour. Why do people keep shifting up how many miles per hour humans can walk? Well, technically they kept the same amount, but isn't that weird to think about? The characters just became slower now. Everyone in Pathfinder just lost 1/6 of their overland movement speed because of reasons.
They got lazy suddenly.
Pathfinder, if you're gonna have a fucking table for this, you could just, adjust and account for whatever. I guess they were too worried about people going like, we did the math and it doesn't check out. And it's like, oh no, let's see. You are in difficult terrain as a result of being swampy. You're technically on the trail. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's gonna take you like the whole day to get to rest with how swampy it is. But lucky for you, you don't even get to get that far. Because once you start heading up that trail again, you see the owl corpse. It's really not looking any better. Some nighttime predators got to eat at good chunks of it. You also notice that there's a large, one of those scaly green thing corpses nearby. It's been shot full of something. He's covered in burn marks. And partially frozen over in a place, too. And
Lord, what the hell happened here?
That
Well-
wasn't here last night.
you could ask the polite gentlemen who are investigating the owl body and are currently in the process of gutting open this large creature. Don't forget that those scaly boys are very, very husky.
Can we identify them? Like, are they lizard folk as well, or
Let's take a look. See. This is the part where I pull out People you might shake hands with, because they're not hobgoblins, to say the least.
Get that not hobgoblin folder.
The group you're looking at is a collection of fine individuals, which is to say that they don't meet any of your normal. I mean, you've probably seen a few of these, but they're not that common outside of the Vale. And even in the Vale, they're not that common. It's a collection of cat, dog, and bird people.
Sounds like a band. Cat, dog, and bird people.
They all seem to have brought their own giant owls with them.
Oh, they're probably the
Local biker gang,
Tier
yes.
4 we heard about.
The local biker gang with their owls, who they sit on and then they go. Ring, ring. Although with owls, it's more like hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot.
Anyway, I'm gonna carefully approach them, just like no sword or anything, and call out like, excuse me, fellows. We seek passage to rest, and was wondering if you knew the way particularly.
The person who turns around is a panther lady who's, well, if you've ever seen a panther, it's probably the closest you can put it, but the spot pattern is very. Oh, is that a leopard? I don't even know, man. It doesn't matter. Point is that she's a spotted cat-like person, and the spots are not like unacceptable. Like some of them are weird, exotic swirls, as if someone got their tattoos but for fur pattern, you know. And she takes out and points something that best resembles a limbless crossbow at you. I would like to know who you are and what you're doing in the marshes.
I put my hands up, take like one step back, and go, I am Monastery. We are on essentially a mission to stop a hobgoblin army from gaining much traction. And in order to do that, we have intel that suggests that some of their troops are coming from this area, particularly like lizard folk. These are my compatriots, Evie, Rock, and Terry. And yes, we don't mean you or your people any harm. We just, seek to, as cheesy as it sounds, purge evil from the land.
Well, I can assure you that there are not many lizard folk who leave this land. They seem to be perfectly content within the ruins of rest. The question thus comes to you. Again, I have not seen many hobgoblins here, nor have I seen many hobgoblins leave. So your little argument does not exactly hold the most water.
But we can show you the map we found, if you want.
I can assure you that a piece of paper is no more convincing than the words you speak.
That's probably
Fabrications.
true. Is there some way we could prove our intent to you?
Well, to best I understand, you are not, what is it called? Any of the ones we have recently been dealing with. How familiar or associated are you with, say, dragons?
Well,
There we go.
we've killed 2 at this
Yeah.
point, so I think
Yeah,
we're
2.
kind of familiar.
Then perhaps, for your crime of trespassing, you can do us a service.
Name your task.
We want you to kill a dragon.
Okay. Any particular dragon, or like just any dragon at all?
A very
Do the dragons
particular
from the
dragon
past
who
count?
a particular dragon who lives in the local area, together with several large giants, and a fine collection of, well, only a few goblins, have set up shop inside the rest ruins, and ever since the otherwise neutral population of lizard folk has become quite hostile. We would like for this to cease, and the killing of a dragon is known to help subdue lizards.
Oh, do you think the that's responsible for like those weird, big like acid spewing lizard things.
Yeah, I think our goals may be at least somewhat aligned. I feel like that dragon may be involved in the whole reason that we're out here, so we can definitely lend a hand in dispatching them.
It matters little how much we are aligned. If you wish to go to arrest, you have exactly two options. One is to come with us and discuss this with our speaker, and the other option is the unpleasantness of going through the rest swamps. I can assure you that these green things are the least of your concerns.
We're fully willing to cooperate with you and your speaker. It's
Do you speak
like
for
I
your
said,
whole group?
I agree with the sentiment. Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, I just realized I'm wearing dragon hide.
Yeah, listen, not everyone can just look at a bunch of scales and go, that's dragonhide.
That's fair enough.
Some people might just go, oh man, where did you get that pleather shirt?
faux dragon skin,
It's the latest fashion of the season.
cruelty free.
Oh my god. Remember back
Definitely
when
not
you had to
cool.
kill a dragon to wear a dragon? Well, now with faux dragon fashion, you too can be the talk of town.
Question is it cruelty free when you kill a dragon or when you don't kill a dragon? Because, you know,
I have no idea. I think that killing an evil dragon is always inherently a good deed, since evil dragons are creatures of avarice and sin. I like that everyone always likes to argue about orcs, but no one talks about the fact that dragons are predetermined entirely by their birth to be naughty or nice. They can go against it, but similar to orcs, it's like, people will yell at you for being a red dragon who doesn't burn down. It's like, come on, man. We're kind of hoping some big hero would come and our town would be put on the map. It's like the place where this great hero will be. If instead you're fertilizing the crops, burning down the old. Come on, man. Gosh. I don't want a good harvest. I want a hero statue commissioned by the king.
Whee!
This big dragon sits on like a house, and this farmer man's like punching his hands against the ground. Whee!
oh no, poor dragon.
Getting bullied. Anyway, you are taken to a place by them. First, they load up a big. They load up a corpse for one that they managed to get out of this green thing. The thing ate a whole person, by the way, and it does not look pretty. And then they load on this
Gross.
big metal case that jingles with the sound of metal and coins. Delightful. Also, they take a jade band off the owl, load it all up, and then they head on out, taking you on the back of, well, one of them. You're not exactly given any moment where they aren't looking at you or in some fashion making sure you're not up to any funny business. These owls are
So-
fast, by the way.
So what happened to the other owl? I'm
Uh,
asking in character.
What do you mean? What happened to our owl? It was not
The-
my owl. It was the owl of Lokio. The person in
What?
front of you responds, who appears to be. I mean, his eyes don't have pupils, so that doesn't seem good. He might have Youngblood's disease.
Interesting.
Youngblood's disease, for those unfamiliar, is there's a comic series called Youngblood, and for some reason, characters in that just sometimes don't have eyes.
Happens.
It happens consistently when you're a bad artist. Let's put it like that.
Sometimes you forget.
Maybe it was an artistic decision.
Listen, the guy also doesn't like drawing feet because they're so teeny. But
Man, I also don't like drawing feet. I can relate.
now, let's be clear. When you're traveling on the back of an owl, you are exposed to very high winds. This thing goes very fast too, way faster than you could ever imagine walking. You could have reached rest in like an hour on the back of this thing instead of several hours of trudging through swampland. From up here, the Blackfens, like from down there, it just looks like a big grassy marsh. From up here, because of the angle you're looking down at the grass, you can clearly tell that this whole place is just swamped to hell. It is. You can't imagine putting your boot down without it sinking at least to your ankles, and perhaps even deeper. Bring your Wellington booties. Additionally, as you fly over, you actually get a good glance at the ruins of Rest itself. Who here has good eyes or special eyes? Flutter, flutter.
My eyes are somewhat good.
I can see in the dark, but I don't think I have particularly good vision.
I'm a master at perception.
If anyone here thinks that they have the eyes necessary to see into the distance, they can roll me perception. I think that a master of perception would be the appropriate one, by the way. Mr.
Oh.
Master of Perception.
Give
As
me
you
a
glance off into the distance, your eyes scanning, you see a large. How do you even describe this? Imagine a giant lake fed by several broken levees that over the years have worn down from erosion. There are these small huts on the shore bank in these tiny clusters. And then at
Yeah.
the center is a sunken town. Like the whole first floor of most buildings have been completely overcome by water.
Oh no.
There's also this large bell tower that sticks out. There's a large town hall that seems to have survived. But for the rest, a lot of it is just the stone skeleton of buildings, lazily lounging about in what can only be very cold and very murky water. Now, because of your amazing eyesight, you are able to pick up on two things. One is, indeed, there are several giants walking around the town hall specifically. They're doing like a little patrol, like hop, 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 hop. And with a careful enough squint, you can even pick up that the town hall has a hole going straight down to the bottom. Kind of impressive that you managed to see that from here, but that's what you get sometimes. But what's more telling than that
Damn.
is that you can tell that there's a dragon in there. There is something large and scaly, like its head pokes out and peers off in the distance.
Wow.
This means you're the only person who knows what the hell they're talking about when suddenly one of the fine individuals driving these owls for you yells for them to immediately take a dive. Would everyone else like to roll me a reflex check? As suddenly the owl that you were sitting on and kind of just holding on to the saddle just goes downwards.
Rocky's like,
Uh-oh.
there's the dragon.
You don't have to roll this one in secret, good sir.
It did it automatically.
Oh wait, I'm gonna.
Well, hey, well, pop-up shows up now. For modifiers and stuff.
Yeah, the little pop-up just confused me to heck.
There we go.
Gosh darn maths.
Where's my reflex? Where's my reflex?
Let's see. The DC appropriate for this situation. Ooh.
Oh, there it is.
Well, Rockford has no issue holding on.
What?
Thierry and Monastery. I don't know. I imagine that you're all sitting on different owls.
Probably.
The
there
two
was-
of you, as this sudden jerk happens, you think you got this under control. You know, it's like riding a horse. You suddenly feel the owl vanish from under you, and since you weren't ready to pull along with it, you notice that the little metal brace you were holding onto just slips out of your hands. And you are suddenly
Uh-oh.
subject to what may well be described a freefall from several hundred feet off the ground.
Oh no.
Elemental motion, I can fly.
I imagine we're both like falling at the same time, and then you just stop falling, and I'm like, asshole!
Traitor!
Plop in the water below.
All right. Well, the elves. Oh, well, sorry. Why do I keep? For some reason my brain keeps defaulting to elves, elves, elves. This whole time,
Bro.
it's been defaulting to elves, despite the fact that I have it all clearly written down. The individuals driving
Owl
your
squad.
the dogs, the
sorry.
cats, and the birds that are driving these fine owls do not seem to either have noticed or care for the fact that Monastery is currently going in a, let's call it a graceful descent into the grave.
Owl squad, we're losing our cleric. Paladin.
I appreciate that the first word that came out of your mouth was cleric.
Yeah.
God damn it. Maybe they care more about a healer than a tank.
Marvelous.
I can try and go after, but I'm not very strong.
Plus,
Wait,
can
am
you...
I alone on my owl?
No. Everyone, no one is driving their own owl. Like, there's always someone with you.
Yeah, you're
So
like...
one dude
riding
just lost a lot of weight, and he was like, "Oh, whatever."
Well, yeah. Because, you know, he was more...
Jeez.
If you... Listen, in case you don't know, when you suddenly dive downwards, you lose weight by virtue of the fact that you are eliminating gravity by accelerating towards it.
True.
So technically, this is how you become weightless. So yes, he would not notice the weight.
Please
This is-
send help.
Please send help. So, what's the plan for not getting Monastery to fall on his well, shatter on impact with
I-
the ground, I guess.
I nudge my guy that happened.
Now, in case you don't know, these
Yeah.
guys are kind of indifferent to you. So, you're going to have to persuade him to play along or do something else. Because he's
a
just
little
like,
bit of urgency would be nice.
yes.
Can I go
This
try
guy does not immediately care for the fact that your friend is falling.
Can I
Wait,
go
I think
try
we
and
have
like
something.
go back down and try and like hold like grab them?
You can give me a strength check as you fly yourself down there and think that you can hold on to a gentleman in your party who weighs more than you and
I
carries
mean, I
more
can
than
at least like slow down their fall.
That's the funny part. That's what the strength check is for, to see if you can, in fact, slow down their fall.
Well, it's a flat d20, so yeah.
Good luck.
This is the part where you hear like the loud, like, a little sputtering engine. As you try to slow that ascent. Rock, you were trying to convince this gentleman that perhaps some intervention is necessary. Now, on the plus side, you are falling slower. The downside is you're not falling slow enough that it's not going to hurt.
Uh, uh, please, our friend, he's gonna die. Can we just pick him up for a second? Just a second?
Now, again, I told you already, this guy does not necessarily care about this. So unless you think you've got a silver tongue or something, you can honey him up. Or, just go like, you better do this or I'll clonk you with a stick. Like, he is not inclined to break out of formation because he knows, in case you forgot, he's doing this diving maneuver because he heard of something bad in the distance. He's worried about his own health and safety. You pleading for someone else's life doesn't necessarily work. You need to put some zest into it, baby.
Should I kill him? Take the owl?
It's a great first introduction to new people, yes.
I don't know what to say. I saw the dragon as well. There's a dragon over there, but we're losing people here. If we lose these people, we are fighting against the hugest army of dragons over there. We're all gonna get died. He just starts rambling in circles, hoping it does something. He's going for the "I'm gonna annoy you" route until you go do
I
it.
have no idea how to work with that. Sure, you know what? Give me some diplomacy. She tried to convince this gentleman by virtue of the silver tongue that doesn't stop flapping. Might as well call it the rubber tongue with how it bounces around in there. Amazing. For plus 15, you manage a 20. Let me have a look-see for you there, buckaroo. I won't give you the odds. These guys look like hard asses. Yeah, he doesn't swallow that pill, as they say. Monastery. Your friend is desperately holding on to you, and you are falling a bit slower. And you might survive this fall. You are like the toughest motherfucker on the street. At this speed, maybe when you impact the ground, you'll be fine. The problem is, Tiri would probably because he's holding onto you by the elbows, as it were, by the armpits. He'll crash into you as well, and that's the problem. It's the fall that gets you. Do you have
How high?
like Monastery? What would you have done the second you fell off?
Panic.
Now,
Drink the potion of flying, maybe?
Now, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, kids, but I did mention that the owls went into a dive when this was happening, which means they too are going downwards.
I mean, I assumed the reflex check was trying to hang on, and if you
Spec-
fall off, then you're separate to it. But
Yes, but the distance between you and the owls is not that great because they also are using gravity.
Can I ask
The
a
downside,
question?
the difference is that they will stop subjecting themselves to gravity when they get low to the ground, whereas you will continue to be subject to gravity.
Can I
just
ask
kind
a
of
question?
swim through the air towards them.
Who is wearing the bag of holding?
I mean, assumedly me, because I can carry the most stuff.
There is a potion of flying in the bag of holding. I just want to say that out loud, just so we know.
Yeah, I can try rummaging through it and get it out.
I appreciate
Maybe
that.
you.
I appreciate that no one knows who has this bag.
Nobody knows who has the bag.
Nobody
I mean-
knows what it's like to know who has the bag.
It's kind of like a nebulous hammer space, so I guess.
I would assume monastery would, because usually the character with most strength carries the stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely.
the pack horse.
You
Yeah,
rummage
I
around
can
inside this fine bag, but I got some bad news for you. You're trying to take an item out in a bit of a rush, on the way down while your friend is holding onto your armpits. Do you think that monastery has the necessary skills to unpack in the middle of the air and not mess this up?
Probably not.
Who knew that manual dexterity would once? Who knew that having a firm grip was important at some point in your life? I don't tell you to live your life, but that ground is approaching rapidly. Tell me what you're doing. You have a whole turn essentially.
So one turn.
You know what you can roll me? You can roll me strength or athletics to hold on to the stuff, because don't forget, when you take that bag off, it becomes subject to air friction, which is pretty stiff right now.
Oh, I can attempt athletics.
Listen, this is why you do your fucking. This is why you do those hand squeezing exercises. Is so that if you ever fall from an owl that's taking you over to some place you've never heard about, you can hold onto your backpack to take out your parachute. Terry, as you hold on to your friend, he reaches around and you get slapped in the face by the backpack. I can't imagine that backpack coming off without it hitting you or in some fashion interfering with you trying to hold on. And then Monastery takes out this little bottle of potion of flying and takes out. Well,
Slurp.
there goes that. On the plus side, Monastery, as the potion takes its sweet time to kick in. I mean, you are like losing dozens of feet every second this potion takes to actually get its juice going. Eventually, you do manage to start slowing down. And
It's
slowing
just like
down.
eyes closed, praying to Saren Ray as I just stop like a meter above the ground. Just,
I mean,
ah.
you feel the sogginess of the swamps on your boots for a brief moment. Before you finally manage to start taking off again. Terry, Monastery suddenly got a hell of a lot lighter. Until you realize that it's Monastery who's pulling you along.
Oh.
You should probably catch up to the owls.
Rock,
After this, I'm never flying again.
Rock, for a moment, it looked like your friends had impacted with the ground. Because, you know,
Yeah,
they
Rock
went...
closed his eyes.
You see that splash, that little itty-bitty splash in the water as the owls all start to go level again. And then you see Monastery take back off again. Either he impacted so hard that he bounced right off, which, to be fair, they probably would. Or they're fine.
Rock's probably more worried about the fact that all the money was in the bag of holding.
God damn it, all that sweet cash.
All the sweet cash.
How would I ever find it ever again in the swamp? Ugh.
Rock is just holding onto the fucking owl and pouting at the stupid asshole. No, it's gonna be you once, and I won't do a thing. That's a promise.
That's a promise. That's a Rock guarantee.
Which one was it? Just so I know.
You know what? I'll let you know if the opportunity arises.
Okay.
Marvelous. Thanks to the fact that you're able to fly and catch up with them, you manage to seat yourself back down because that potion does not last the rest of the way, and you make your way over to town. Doot. Welcome to Starsong Hill. That's how they introduce it, at least. So, where is the map for this? Why didn't I put this on the quick bar? I don't have Starsong Hill prepared. That's funny. That's very funny. I'm not laughing.
It would be ironic if somebody died from falling damage while having a potion of flying.
Ugh, I'll just set one up real lickety-split. Just don't expect me to have the measurement right. Starsong Hill. Luckily, I was smart enough to have the map itself ready, just not prepared as a scene.
Wow.
How insightful. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Actually, yes, I would like to change the dimensions, and then I would like to go there. And then I would like to turn off the grid for one, because it's not very relevant. And I would like to disable token vision, so that you all can see. Starsung Hill is a hill that juts out of the marshlands and seems to be one of the few portions where it's actually kind of dry for the most part. You can tell that the water. Listen, if you know how water works, water goes down. It's affected by gravity and it's a liquid, therefore it can flow freely. So it's all gathered in these large pools, these trenches that have sort of been dug around the hill. So the hill itself is probably dry as it gets in a place like this,
Yeah.
which is marshy. The owls dive between the trees, taking a few dangerous maneuvers before they finally settle in an area that can best be described as a massive tent camp. Around you, however, are strange metal structures that jut out of the ground, having all kinds of geometric and sometimes abstract shapes, breaking up the otherwise pretty plain tent camp and tarped over areas. It's a nice place, though. Everyone seems to be talkative and calm, and the owls eventually take you to a small little place that you might describe as a hangar. It's a bit wooden structure that they can put their owls in for safekeeping. It is here that you meet up with the speaker of the place. First off, the individual who talked to you at first introduces themselves. Their name is Killier Arrowswift. And the fact you managed to save yourself back there at the very least proves that you're somewhat competent. And not just...
Next time, warn us when you're gonna drop out of the sky. Monastery's still very shaken.
Certainly you must know the fact that fighting dragons involves sitting on the backs of creatures that can fly, no? I thought perhaps
Not
you would
in our experience.
Well, perhaps
We
you will gain
prefer
that
to
in
fight
time.
with our feet. Sorry.
That'll be experience you will gain in time, then. Our esteemed talker. Let me just make sure I got this one right. It is Celeria Starsinger. Let's take a look-see at this lady, as I keep wanting to say elf because they live in the trees! And I'm racist. It's a bird lady. A very fine bird lady. She has... I mean, imagine the opposite of eyebrows. Like, instead of going up there, like, where their tear ducts would be, or these large whisker-like things that stick out. And her outfit is kind of gleamingly bright. Ooh. Firm on the eyes there. Very firm on the eyes there. Well, and who might these visitors be to a Starsong Hill?
Hello, my name is Monastery. I'm a champion of Saren Ray, and these are my compatriots, Rock, Tiri, and Evie. And we have come essentially to dispatch a dragon in the area who is apparently supplying forces and other such supplies to a giant army of hobgoblins.
Indeed. Dark arts have been breeding there, and it has been quite distracting to us. All of our attention has been focused on just keeping them at bay, although if what you imply is true, then perhaps at bay will not be something we can keep. So,
With the numbers they have, I doubt it.
well, it is not the hobgoblins I'm concerned about. There are many lizard folk there whose sheer numbers will overwhelm the town, and that is a far greater concern than anything. Although I do fear what else they have. One of theirs is quite powerful. I sent one of my best scouts and he came back dazed and confused, his mind addled by magic. Then there is the dragon to worry about. At least 6 giants, and then whatever it is that they are growing in the soil that is capable of melting our own. In the conversation I just had with my ally here, I feel that we must first focus on the burial of a good friend. Then we will see about this... What was it you called it? Army?
Yes.
I prefer to call it impending doom.
Horde also works.
So what is... We will talk about this in the morning.
Very well.
So, you are shown around town for a bit, since apparently they think that you're good enough that you can just be allowed to walk around. They want to talk about this in the morning. After they've had time to mourn. Unless you want to do something around town, you will spend the night here. listening to a fantastic. Well, actually, we'll just say that they take care of this ahead of time. This does not take the full day. That they take care of a little burial rite where they have a fun song and dance. And if anyone here thinks they can contribute to the funeral, make a solid impression after everything that happened, you're free to go. But otherwise, since no one here's a bard, I don't think that's going to happen. Because who takes performance but a bard?
I mean,
Uh,
say some prayers, but it's probably
uh,
A rogue,
more
yes.
so
A rogue,
just
yes.
leave it there.
I'm trained in performance.
Well, if you would like to add to the funeral proceedings, then fair enough.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to add to the funeral. I was thinking of how I can cheat them, but didn't get any fun ideas. So
Please,
never mind.
if you have the indignity to disgrace a funeral with a
Not a
scam.
funeral. Not a funeral with the rest of the people.
Oh gosh. It is
Just
after that point
say
that you are taken to a fine building that is actually made of metal, is comfortable, has these very fine and plush sheets. Seats, not sheets.
it.
It is here that Lady
A
Starsinger
nice
takes her
night.
seat. Arrow Swift is still here. So, this army of yours and your plans. How about we butt heads? Because I think we can both stand to benefit from your activities. We will share what we know if you share what you know.
So the
Very
dragon
well.
is in the town hall, which is protected by two giants. Is the first thing Rock says.
Mm-hmm. It is a dragon, yes, but not quite as large as our owls, so we believe it is not quite that old yet. Perhaps we could have taken it on ourselves if we had been there sooner, but as you can see, we were not.
And it can fly out
Well,
through the hall in the town hall as well.
The town hall is one of the few structures around the ruins of Rest that is still in a decent enough shape to hide a horde. Although I heard that their blood dragons are supposedly not that picky, according to my scouts. Apparently some of them are found with just a hole in the ground. Well,
It's a very well fortified position, so I can understand why you guys haven't had much luck in getting through it.
the only way to get there is either through the air or through the water. The water is the domain and dominion of, well, a dragon. Not to mention the fact that there are several quite skilled archers that sit inside the bell tower. They keep a tight patrol and shoot at anyone who gets too close. That being said, they seem to have an alliance with the lizard folk and do not shoot their rafts too quickly.
So it would theoretically be possible to disguise ourselves as a lizard folk raft and sneak in?
You could just take one of their rafts, really.
Yeah. We probably would have to cover ourselves somewhat so that they don't just see the bunch of randos coming towards them.
Jeff, why are you wearing plate armor?
Yeah, with a potion of water breathing, you can just walk across the ocean floor.
Yeah, that is why we brought them.
There is also
Yep.
something else you could do, other than taking the boats, or dropping in from the air, I think. Lady Eros, you could also, as you might think, the murky waters would hide any approach from under the water. It will be quite a swim, and you will be as wet as rain itself, but you will arrive without any detection, which can be the greatest advantage.
I believe that is probably our best way in with all the. We managed to prepare with a few potions of water breathing and swimming and such beforehand. Just to. Because we assumed there was going to be some amount of aquatic travel.
So, let us return to this army you mentioned. Since you've asked your questions, I would like to ask some. You
Very
mentioned
well.
an army. What is this army? Where is this army?
Last we saw it, it was on the other side of Drellin's Ferry across Skull Gorge, and it was roughly 2,000 troops of assorted hobgoblins, giants, lizards, dragons, and a whole bunch of other nasty things that were all conglomerated into one big mess.
That sounds like an army indeed. Massive. Quite massive.
Intent on destruction.
Any worries that they might come this way? I doubt there is much for them to take, but
Uh, I like
If
get out
it's
the map that we have and say, well, they're heading directly towards uh, the main
Brindle.
city, Brindle. Yes, and yeah, likely after that, I doubt this place is gonna stay safe, especially if they're producing some of their troops here.
Any spell, no matter how guided, will eventually spread evenly. Yes.
and they are carrying the symbols of Tiamat. If they choose to seed chaos, to spread chaos, they will go everywhere. They don't
Yeah,
care.
it's likely not going to be anywhere left.
I see. Unfortunately, we cannot be of assistance with your own personal problems. As you may have noticed, we are dealing with our own concerns. But of course, if there were no more dragons to worry about, perhaps we can provide you a modicum of aid.
Well, our plan as it stands is to dispatch that dragon, so we can
Perhaps
probably.
even we can loan you one of our owls. It would greatly expedite travel around the Vale if you had something with as much use.
That would certainly be helpful, as much as I dread flying again.
I can assure you that travel is far safer when you are the one sitting in the saddle.
How many people can you fit on one?
One of those owls can carry like 2 people, and then it's kind of starting to pinch it. Like, it can
Yeah,
still fly, but it loses a lot of its speed.
it's like a horse.
Gotta be careful with
Yeah,
it.
you can fit 2 people on a horse, and then any more than that, it's like you're not being nice to the horse.
Although Monastery might be the one exception. She's a big lady with
Yeah,
big armor.
I weigh about as much as probably 3 Tiris.
Gosh,
Probably.
Tiri, why are you such a lightweight?
Rocky's also light, so
Well, since you offer such a polite service, you may stay as long as you need. When you are ready, we can provide whatever transport you require to get to Orest. It is a short distance away, and I'm certain it would help us to know when you are about to kick the hornet's nest.
uh,
Sure, things will get more chaotic as soon as we march in, so it would be a good idea to, you know,
So what is it that you were expecting to find there, anyway? Other
well,
than a
some sort of
dragon.
breeding ground.
and a dragon we were kind of expecting, since they seem to be the primary like leaders of their force, like generals.
Aeroswift did tell me of a strange creature that he found with you. Is that what you're referring to?
Strange
Yeah,
creature.
the big lizard guy.
Oh
I
yeah.
guess
Yeah.
this would be the perfect place to grow such a thing. Although I cannot
Yeah.
imagine growing an army when the army is already marching. Oh well, I know the truth.
Reinforcements.
We encountered several of them while fighting the hobgoblins, so they're
Well,
definitely related.
as I mentioned, if you require anything, our community may be small, but it is quite prosperous. Do what
We
you must.
appreciate the hospitality. We will, if we survive, then we discuss further relations. But for now, we've got a dragon to kill.
Such optimism is appreciated. Alright, well, you're asked to take your leave. As the dire situation sinks in on this individual. That they may yet have to.
We're just spreading existential dread at this point.
Yeah, it's all we've really done for a few sessions. Just, hey, things are going terribly. Be scared.
Ooh.
Okay, bye.
Waggle our fingers around like, oh, scary, spooky,
Spook.
scary.
Boys becoming men, and men becoming wolves.
God,
Dragons and giants and 1,000 hobgoblins.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Huh. So there that was. Neat. Well, it's up to you what happens now, since no one's pushing you to go anywhere.
Clap. Should we go tonight or should we stay here? Maybe if we move in the cover of the under blah 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 blah. Maybe if we move while everything is dark, we'll have an advantage.
Well, I
Unlike
can see in
conventional,
the dark. I don't know
unlike
about you
conventional
guys.
darkness, there is such a thing known as moon and starlight at night. So I think everyone
Hmm.
can see to some extent.
What lunar phase is it?
I'm just gonna tell you that it's gonna be dim light tonight.
Okay.
How deep is your world building that you have a full lunar cycle going
I was in a game once where there was a lunar cycle and there were two moons, and apparently full when things were activated by the full moon, either one goes, baby.
on? Double werewolves.
Listen,
Arr.
I think that once you start asking the GM to track that, you're going a little too far. I'm just gonna say it's don't worry about it.
It's whatever it is. It's
Listen,
whatever.
you guys are not putting in the effort for me to actually think like you cared about that detail. Like it maybe if one of you guys was like, I'm gonna trim my toenails tonight, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I guess I should do that too. But
That makes
my
sense.
toenails are now 2 inches long. I gotta clip them. It's like, gosh, that's
Put
very
that on your character sheet.
2 inch toenails. It's like 9 inch nails, but grosser.
Yeah, and horrible.
So you decide to go by night.
Seems to be
That
the
was just a
plan.
suggestion.
I mean, well, first, what is the best course of action? Are we gonna drop from the sky, which seems dangerous, especially if they have archers watching from the bell tower?
I mean,
I
if
We
it's
mean,
can
night,
we got
we can go underwater, which puts us at kind of risk because that's murky, but we're not going to be like attacked from people above or steal a boat and sail in.
so the thing is, if you go by water, navigation might be an issue. If you go by sky, getting down is an issue, and also you better hope that they have like light sources around there so you know where you're going.
Mm.
Otherwise, you fall on top of a random building. It's like, whoops.
Oopsie doopsie.
are we gonna be the night witches or are we gonna be some sort of submarine crew?
By the way, if your plan is to drop from the sky, there's definitely just a random person around here who can take care of the featherfall aspect of the drop.
I think
Maybe we can drop directly into the town hall.
just into the pit,
Yeah. Hi bitches.
go for a hole in one.
Sounds incredibly dangerous.
Yeah,
Most
monastery's already
definitely.
kind of like, I don't want to drop out of the sky again. That went badly last time. That almost
I
went
mean,
badly last time.
we bought those experimental potions for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe they turn us into lizard folk.
Yeah, I think going with the underwater strategy is a good idea. Are any of us capable of like navigating? Because
You're under murky
Capable of
water, like
navigating.
there won't be any moonlight.
yeah, like I can see in the dark, but I don't know. That's kind of different. Murky water is like a whole bunch of like particles and stuff.
Is that
And
survival?
yeah,
It will probably be like
survival.
survival, yes, to keep your wits about you.
Yeah, which I don't know if any of us have.
It's quite an
That's
application of the skill, survival to navigate underwater.
Yeah, survival is navigation, so
Yeah, I do not have survival.
I don't know who the fuck Trixie is, but they're on here somewhere.
wow, Trixie.
Who?
Oh, I know who Trixie is now that I think about it.
Trixie
Does
Mattel is in this game.
No,
does Evie have survival?
Evie.
We can't ask her because she.
Evil
doesn't
actually
exist.
has survival. Trained.
Right. So we're gonna just kind of tie ourselves together and daisy chain behind Evie as they lead the
That's
way.
dangerous.
So what gets me is that, for some reason, it considers it expert proficiency to navigate a hedge maze with survival.
Hedge mazes are no joke.
Hedge mazes, untrained, don't bother. Trained, you don't even know what you're doing. Expert, fine. I mean, I guess if it's from the direction of like knowing exactly where on the maze, yes. But navigating, getting to a certain point in the maze is probably not that hard. Depending on like if you can see nearby features over the hedge maze. It all depends. Point is, kids, you have someone who's trained at survival who can provide you with advice.
Help us, Evie, from beyond the AFK.
Sure. Well, gang, what do you want to do? Because currently you're still
Uh,
technically in town. You haven't done anything or gone anywhere.
yeah, we're just having a little strategy meeting among ourselves. Uh, yeah, I think the water path is the safest in terms of being attacked. There's always the chance there's monsters in the river itself, but I think our chances are good if we just kind of walk across the bottom of the ocean. The boat sounds the most risky,
Yeah,
and
we put
flying
Evie in.
is scary.
Yeah, we can put Evie in the front. I can be in the far back because I tend to not be surprised by stuff.
And I'll go in the middle as the weight.
And
Use
then
the anchor
in case the river starts pulling us away, it would be safest that you're in the middle, so we don't get thrown too far away.
at worst. I'm an anchor. So yeah, I think water is our best bet. We have 4 of those sippy potions. We
Sippy.
can definitely make it without dying. Worst case, we get lost and show up on the wrong bank, in which case we just go under again.
Yep. Yep. Okay, cool. Well, if you're when you're ready to go, the fine people, the Tiricator, are willing to transport you to like a short distance, like to a shoreline they know that's like empty enough that you can hang around there for a moment. Just don't hang around too long. The lizard folk do patrol the banks. Luckily, the lizard folk don't have dark vision, so you can tell from the sky where their torches are.
Yeah.
In case you were gonna say like, how can we land where they aren't? And it's like, well, because they carry torches, and therefore you can see them before you land.
That's
Wah.
interesting. The lizard folk don't have that vision.
Nope. Like even this is not even a household. This is just nope. They don't. At least they didn't in 3.5 Pathfinder. So if they change that, I don't care. So no.
Time to sneaky sneak.
Yep. Those folks still do not have special vision. They only have normal vision. They do not have specialized. The party lands on a far on a I probably like on this shore. That's like a pretty safe bet. Although
Is it
this
on
is
load again? Oh,
although this is taking a moment, that's fair enough. Doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it. It doesn't really matter in the end where you're going, what you're doing. This is an intermediary map. The party's like here, there. I want a party token. Stop having having a health bar. You don't have health.
Please don't hurt the party token.
Please do not beat up this poor innocent baby. All right, you're over here, and as you would have imagined, in the distance you can see several light sources. One is inside of, well, it's that Rock could tell you because he saw it all from above. That is the
yeah.
clock tower that he saw. So that's where a light source is located. Then there's all these light sources on this big building. That's probably the town hall. It's kind of hard to make out with all these stones ribs sticking out of the ground. You know, shit
So
sucks.
2 giants. We should take them out quietly.
I don't think giants do anything quietly.
I mean, they might be sleeping. It is late at night at this point.
That's true, though.
Giants are
Then we
not
should
exempt from
kidnap the
sleep.
dragon.
The bigger risk is indeed getting caught underwater by the dragon.
You are not immune to sleepy time.
Like, in case you forgot, black dragons like swimming a lot. If you're
Yeah.
caught underwater by that thing, you're fucked.
Yeah, they have considerable swim speed.
Let me actually see what all they have going for them if you get caught on the water, just to really sell on the fact, because these people have been observing this thing for a while. They can tell you all about how scary it is. Let's see. Yeah, it has a swim speed of 40 feet, so it swims faster than most of you could probably move with your whole turn of action. They could smell you underwater. They could see you underwater to some extent. Because all dragons have some special eyes. Additionally, there's also the scary proposition that it dives in, takes you out of the water, and then just drops you from miles high. For kicks!
Yeah. Dragons are bad.
Kick him in the dick. Bam!
Bam.
Ought to get him.
Bam. Bam.
Get him.
If it takes you up miles high, just cut its wing off. Attempt to.
Cut his
It's like
finger off so
the
he'll
less-
drop you faster.
Wing. Cut his wing as much as you can.
You guys
Maybe
are
he
ready
drops
to
as well.
you guys ready to go? You're standing on the shore bank and there are patrols eventually going to close in on you, so you got to get moving. Terry Couture,
Yeah,
wish you the
let's
best of
go.
luck.
Let's boogie.
They also tell you, they give you like a little a pattern of flashing lights you can make for when you're done, so that they can send their owls to pick you up, so that, in case you don't want to go to the shoreline afterwards. Essentially, you get a little extraction signal, though they'll be overhead. Keeping an eye out.
We can summon the giant eagles. I mean owls.
Yes. You can get yourself a goddamn extraction point if you want to.
That's what we need.
Call in an airstrike.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
They drop
Now,
corpses because no one brought parachutes.
Let's get moving.
Move along.
Oh no,
Rock drinks the potion.
nearly forgot. And put the putty pet in position. There you go.
Putty is in position.
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, we all drink the potions. Hopefully it doesn't kill us.
I'm giving everyone permission to use EV sheet, but let me just roll the first survival roll for you. Oh yeah, it does show this thing by default now. I thought there was a way to turn that off.
It's not
Actually-
bad.
Default prototype coins are weightless. Default token, double the damage, identify skill modifiers, crit fumble cards, those are hilarious by the way. When enabled, there will be an advanced UI elements on items. Oh yeah, that thing. Well, no, I can't. No idea. Just does. Configure world clock. Oh, I forgot. For some reason, this thing has like a fucking clock you can set. I can set Galarian's calendar, an unthemed calendar, or Earth's calendar. Players can check the world clock. Synchronize darkness, so I can set the time of day, and it will set the place to be darker if I. Man, someone's having a lark with these things. A real good lark. You go underwater, and luckily Evie seems somehow able to navigate underwater. You imagine it's some sort of spider thing. I don't know.
Like scuttle, scuttle.
Somehow she's able to keep you straight on the path. Now,
When you think about it, swamp water is just a big potion.
when I really think about it. So, I want you to imagine walking. Listen, most of us have seen Bioshock, right? Like the underwater, it's overgrown with weeds and underwater plants, and there's fish swimming
Yeah.
around inside of a town. That's just the vibe you get. Occasionally, there are shafts of moonlight, but for the most part, there's not much. Evie probably has like a little sun rod or something so that you have some light source in case you break off the group for a moment to catch back up again. It is interesting to watch a town buried in water, but that's not all. Some buildings are also sunken into the ground itself. So they got double buried. At some point, Evie probably turns around and gestures frantically. So where do we want to get in again? Because
city hall?
The town hall's like up ahead, but the majority of the buildings underwater, you could probably try to push open the front door, yes, and go through the front door. Or you could, how do you want to approach the building? Because now's the time to decide those kinds of tactics. Which is to say that I'm seconds away from showing you the actual town hall map.
We could definitely just slip into the town hall, but that might expose us to the dragon. But I doubt they can make it out the tiny little door.
This is the part where I said a whole bunch of people to be sleepy boys.
Activate sleep mode.
Listen, they got people on patrol. They don't have to worry about things.
I'm just looking at those flat-footeds with such excitement. Okay.
So many people are sleepy. All right, I'm just going to show you the rest of town hall. We're just going to say that at some point you find a small little, I don't know, a shop, like a small market stand that's still like intact that you can climb on top of and take a look at the place. I think, however, that you can't see shit right now. That's fine by me. Let me turn on default light and then add a little spritz of darkness.
Rock climbed on top of monastery to look outside to see what's happening.
I think you all can
They
see through.
would.
You can see through the party token, right? Like you can see the map now.
I have to.
It's
I
I
can't
grey for
think
me.
I have to select each
It's
one.
grey
here.
for me.
Well, yeah, there are several party tokens around. You can select all of them, and they'll give you a
Okay,
good
if I
overview of the
don't
building you're
select
looking at.
any of them,
So
I can-
you can't. Okay, cool. Well, that's. Oh yeah, because
The
you have.
fish.
Point is, you know what? I'll just give you your own tokens, and you can just control yourself like adults. You can move around the building. You can't go inside or do anything too fancy. Beep, boop, and then bop, and then boobers. Here,
Yeah,
have fun,
boobers.
kids. So
Boobers.
yes, there's. This is the mayor's house. Okay. Let me just pull up the fucking
wait, should we
description
all-
that I got here.
should we get her back to full health. Or-
I assume there's a healer back at the Star Song Hill who probably would have healed you up so that as to make up for the fact that they let you drop thousands of feet.
Yeah, we've had 2 rests without like combat, so
Yeah.
pretty sure we'll be at full health.
Okay.
So, what must have been an impressive stone structure lies half submerged in the lake. Its facade still displays majestic heroes bearing heraldic line devices. What the hell? And armed with swords, spears, bows, and their countenances carved into marble pillars. The building's ground floor is now completely submerged, and the second floor sits just above the water level. Its marble heroes caked in moss and dirt. The third floor is partially collapsed, exposing its rooms to the sky above. A wooden walkway has lashed together around the building, strangling it for what it's worth. And a small bridge leads over to a separate building off to the side, leading in through the ruined roof above. Once you set foot on that brown walkway, I assume that you have properly entered the map, and you're like actually taking
Okay.
action. But until then, you can kind of scoot around the building to decide your angle of attack, which is basically the moment where your character like scoping out the place. You had a good look from it from above. You know what you're looking at.
As soon as Foundry lets me see.
Gosh darn it, Foundry. Let the pudding see.
Please. Please. Please.
I will grab the pudding and wheel at you aggressively.
Please.
This is interesting.
Yes, there are 2 individuals still awake. They're standing. The whole thing, by the way, is surrounded by these small torches that stick out of the ground.
This is a bridge, right?
Yes, those are wooden walkways that have been constructed. They hang
Okay.
just over the water level, so you could just
I just
swim up and climb out.
realised we're kind of just being like Terminators, just like walking around in the water, in like underneath the water.
What is with walking underwater?
The like Terminators.
Your good old-fashioned divers before the aqualungs. Still love that those scuba diver kits are called aqualungs.
Yeah.
How long do the potions last for?
Long enough to get it up here, but you are kind of pushing it.
I think they wear off as soon as you come out of the water.
I think here would be the best choice of action.
Narrative convenience says that yes, they last as long as you're underwater.
Because we can hide here easily before we do anything else.
I still can't see, so I'll take your word for it.
Kiri, what do you think?
Hmm?
We go here, we hide, and then we approach.
Sure.
You climb onto the wooden structure. It creaks pleasantly under your feet. There are
Or
several
three of them were
windows surrounding the building, by the way, but each of them is shuttered. You could, if you wanted to, try to peek through them, but you know, they're all dark on the inside anyway.
If I stealth myself, can I jump in for a second
Jump in where?
Okay,
through
there
the
we go. Now
window?
I can see.
If you really wanted to, you'd first have to like pull the boards off, but after that, you could enter the building just fine. Yes.
Oh, pull the boards off. No, too much noise.
Now that's you don't know until you try it.
Through the window.
Don't know until you fuck up.
Life isn't made by winners; it's made by losers.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a sneaky.
Decide to stealthily try to pry these boards off.
No, not for that. For moving along the building.
Oh, you're okay. Cool. You try to keep a low profile and keep your eyes out first, everything else out second. Now,
Wow.
consider yourself a lucky son of a gun. You managed to make it around here. Now, these guys are pretty dumb, and they aren't very quick to notice things are up. So, yeah, you aren't somehow unnoticed by this large ogre that has like a finger up their nose as they idly look around. Imagine the most half-hearted looking around you can, where they go like, I'm looking left, up, down, I got him, and then they go back to picking their nose. I got all the directions, boss. I looked at them.
Okay, when this one looks away, I would like to go up these stairs real fast.
Ooh. Mr. Rock's going for a smooth move. I'm going to make sure that one thing is turned on, because it's kind of important to make sure that this goes right. Token vision tweaks, that's not what I wanted, but still nice to have. Configure settings.
Actually, can I throw something into the water over there?
You want to make a splash? I
Makes
mean, it is a ruin. I'm pretty sure they're used to splashes, so they might
Oh, yeah,
take a look
true.
real fast, but they won't call it too suspicious. Because, you know, if you're in the middle of a swimming pool and it suddenly splashes, people will be a hell of a lot more suspicious than here. So, yeah,
That
sure.
makes more sense.
Flick a coin over there.
You toss a little thing over there. Over.
Yeah.
You know what? You're trying to throw it far. So, how about
Can I?
you can roll me some athletics to try and really give that bottle, that little splash a little distance.
Wait, can I see something though?
Ooh.
Can I use this?
There's a
Does it
spell
have
called
an
Mage
option?
Hand that lets you
I
move
don't
things a distance, yes.
I don't have that. I'm just trying to see if this one can.
Yeah, I
Do
don't think it
what?
has. I don't think it can make sounds. Not
To create a
anymore.
temporary object of then go to.
Yeah,
Bulk.
well, such an object would still make a splash when it hits the ground.
Yeah. But
It
it's
would.
also ranged 10 feet.
I think the 10 feet is more for like where you can make it. The object itself, I think, can leave it.
Yeah, I mean,
You-
I would throw it. The thing I would create because
Well, you can
I
probably
don't
just
have.
pick up.
Yeah. The object, it doesn't specify that the object goes away. So I think you can just make an object and toss it.
Oh yeah, true. There are probably bricks around me. Are there any bricks around me?
You are surrounded by
We're in
ruins. Yes, there are plenty of
ruins.
loose items too.
I'm sorry, my brain doesn't work. Okay, I'll
Sometimes
take.
you use the environment.
No, you're suffering from the analysis paralysis caused by 2E's insistent to make everything in action.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a piece of something.
You take
The first rock.
you take
the
like
first
the
rock
first
I
thing you
see.
find around that looks like it would make a good sploosh.
And then I throw it like.
Give me either athletics
Yeah.
or a like if just roll me athletics. Just give it a good whirl. You're trying to make a good distance here.
Ooh.
Wow.
So you throw it with such tremendous force that you hear a nice satisfying that sound, you know the kind of sploosh I'm thinking of, that a nice round
Yes.
deep sploosh. And the
the
big guy's like,
bloop.
"Ooh. What's that?" Giving you the perfect window to move. I'm gonna put the gang here so that the gang can catch up with you. Or sort of
I'm in.
keep an eye around the corner.
Wow, we exist.
Okay, cool.
No, I went away.
No, you're over here now.
Wow.
You went up the stairs.
I'm
People-
so sorry. I thought that was a different building.
I vanished. Oh no! Rock
Okay.
goes up 2 steps and he vanishes from existence. Who knows where he went? You're on your own now, King.
To be honest, I haven't slept today.
So, for context, these wooden stairways that lead up to this section, they go in through a hole in the wall. So, this is not like part of the original construction in any way, shape, or form. You're just like wooden stairs, rickety, crammed into the building, and then just lead up to a hole. They smash themselves. Up ahead, you hear deep, loud snoring.
He's sleeping. I didn't say that. I didn't
Sleep.
say-
Boop. Taking a peek around the corner, you see several beds, support structures. Let me give you a. Oh, nice. Not much to be said about this. This is a collapsed roof. And by the smell of it, big, stinky boys have a nap here every once in a while. And also by the
Oh
sound of
no.
it, there are currently several boys having a nap here.
Several boys having a nap here.
It's a Sleepy Boy Central.
I need a sound killer.
Well, Rock, you can take a look around if you want to.
Oh well. So. Oh no.
On top of several piles of assorted mossy rocks and whatever they could find are these big, giant individuals sleeping. They are noisy as all heck when they sleep. Whew! Your ears. Quiet down over there. You head down the stairs. Sexy. That is hot going down the stairs.
Pep, stairs.
As you,
Ooh.
as you go down the stairs.
I spinned around for some reason.
Woo!
I get spinned. I get spinned.
Spin. Handsome. Alright. I gotta go to the bathroom, actually. My stomach has decided it's time for that. So, be back in a moment.
Yay.
Oh. was an amazingly powerful stone.
Yes, it
Matt?
is.
How does he do it?
It finished the college.
Oh man. What? Oh man. Oh man. Someone just sent me the saddest meme and I gotta share it with you. Look at this poor boy.
Oh.
Mr. Rockhawk, would you like to take some steps down the steps?
I will.
Mr. Rockhawk, you see a door to your right as you go down, which is to our south, which appears to be, well, it's a door. That much you know for certain. But first, let us move down.
That's so evil.
You can
Oh
roll me.
no.
You can roll me a reflex check to see if you catch yourself before you step around, because that thing has two heads and they are sharp-witted.
Wait a second. Reflex.
It is exactly what you need, you lucky son of a gun.
Yes. I didn't get eaten. That's it. Okay.
You quickly press yourself against the wall, and suddenly the two heads just start arguing about like, I saw something. It's like, you didn't. You don't got a saw. It's like, no, with my eyes. I saw something with my eyes.
Can I go back upstairs?
I mean, they're having a delightful argument. So if you want to miss out on this comedy gold, sure. Where do you want to go exactly?
Back.
Back to your friends?
Back to the top floor. I need to check the other stairs now.
An examination will reveal that the other stairs just lead to the other side. So there is
Okay.
this
What's
massive hole in the ground, however.
I was about to say, what's there?
It goes to a floor that's below this one, as holes have a tendency to create. It also goes all the way down to water level, and down there you see the distant faint glimmer of coin reflecting off of moonlight that pierces through.
Rock. Be
Gangu's,
careful.
Gangu's outside. Are you waiting patiently for your friend to come back? Because, you know, he's taking his sweet time. And now you hear like someone inside arguing.
I mean, yeah, we're keeping an ear out, I guess, in case we hear like violence happening.
You trust
Yeah,
this
why
man who you only met recently.
Why am I
Yeah.
Why am I the one closest to the ogre?
Because you're the skinniest one around, I guess. It doesn't really matter. It won't notice you. Like, you guys' ambient ability to hide behind things is greater than its
Wave
ability to
them.
just see you.
I wave at them to come.
You want to go down the stairs again?
Yeah.
Do you want to sneak to your friends, or do you want to risk this big man seeing you?
Oh, this man is annoying. I'm gonna sneak.
Sneaky peeky. Alright, roll me the sneak.
Can I wave them over without the big boy seeing me?
In that case, you would still have to roll me stealth, but you have some benefits because, you know, you're just staying
Oh,
in
wait.
cover and telling them to come over.
Wait. Oh yeah, the ogre's in there. Never mind.
Yeah, there's an ogre
Okay, I'm gonna
downstairs, like
stealth.
right next to the stairs, yes. Like so. You make it back to your friends. Whoop.
So, I found a lot of things. There's a two-headed dude in the basement that doesn't know what does it want to do. There's a hole in the upstairs that you can jump into. It has gold inside. There are giants sleeping inside, and there's a giant in front. Did I miss something?
Well, it's there's a chance that hole in the ceiling is the way down to the dragon's roost, I guess.
I
If there's gold
saw.
down there, there's
Yeah,
a chance that's
could
the
be the
horde.
horde. Yes,
Yeah. Did you see any
that's what I'm
evidence of the
thinking.
dragon being there?
I saw gold. I think that's pretty good evidence of dragon being there.
Hmm. Well, we're gonna have to get to it eventually, and if we just sneak past everything, they're all going to just come up on our butts when we get down there. So I think
We need to start cleaning it up, but quietly.
yeah, likely getting to the ones that are currently asleep would be best, and take
Them
them out
first, yes.
before the others can raise the alarm.
Yeah.
So I guess lead the way. We can do our
Let's
best
go.
to not be a mess.
Oh no. I would stealth again. Oof.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but if you take monastery with you, so yeah, quiet allies. I think I remember when people were making a big deal out of it because like, oh, we don't no longer have to roll separate checks, and it didn't fix that at all. It just made it worse somehow.
No, yeah, we just take the lowest modifier.
Which
Or
is
Yeah.
even
0 plus 0.
So you gain exactly nothing other than rolling less rolls, and that's the only benefit you get, which is remarkably just cheesy. Um,
okay.
when you are
Can I
avoiding notice and allies follow the expert, huh? They're weird action combinations. Where the... All right. Well, these guys are not very perceptive, but they will pick up on your big friend most of the time. So, what do you want to do?
Okay. We can't backtrack now, right?
What?
We can't backtrack now, right?
To where?
To just a few seconds ago, before Monster starts walking,
Yeah, yeah.
gets
You can
noticed.
stop yourself. Like you're aware that that's a difficult thing to pull off.
I just hear the grinding of plate. No.
I take
Stop.
one step and it's just. This is a
Rubs his
bad
shoulder
idea.
against the wall.
Amazing.
Ah,
Maybe if you guys go on without me,
dear
I'll just
Evie,
stay here where the guys are down here.
dear Evie, what if we do deal with this one that's outside and awake first?
Hmm. Well, between you and Evie, the two of you actually have pretty good stealth scores. So these two goobers could stay up here, and then you and Evie could try to go downstairs and sort of flank pincer them, get in those cheap stealth hits, and then have your friends come in for reinforcements. Because if you take
Oh,
them out
good.
fast enough, it'll just be this very brief ruckus, and you could
So
push
we
the
can have
bodies into the water.
so Evie and Rock here, and then the two of them here.
However you want it, kid.
You're the stealth master here, so you lead the way.
Oh. Am I rerolling stealth or am I using my tree?
No, that was if monastery was involved. Monastery stays where they are and they aren't involved with this, then you can take your 20 if you want to.
She's not gonna move.
A little better.
Where do you want to be?
I want to go into the wall, I guess.
You
But there's
go.
another one here. Oh
When,
no.
by the way, when you're up on those stairs, they probably won't notice you because they're mostly looking like outward, not inwards.
Oh, that's true. Can we do one of those? Can we do one of those Last of Us moves? When I throw a bottle like here, and then kill this guy here without this guy here noticing. Is that a
I mean,
thing I can do?
Can I Agent 47 them?
now, yes, you could theoretically kill one, and then the other would just be like, "Where'd you go?" As he looks around again. I mean, these guys are pretty stupid.
That would need a lot of damage.
You have like a huge amount of advantage going for you, and you really just need to kill him in two. Also, you have Evie, the knife of Stabberton.
I have another stupid idea.
How stupid.
What if Thierry just polymorphs poor old monastery into something so we can walk in quietly?
Now, you know what you could theoretically also do is have Monastery go underwater, pull this guy off by the leg, and then just drown him.
Unfortunately,
Ooh.
my transformation spells only work on myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. The club is the club's got one member, and it's me.
Oh well, I guess we're doing it this way.
None of you are lizards. Only I can turn into lizards.
Okay, I'm gonna then throw something here. Try to make them all look that way.
There's a moment where it goes, huh, again. And his brain starts having. You probably hear the rusty gears in his brain start turning of his amazing
There-
-2 intellect.
3 of the
There-
neurons fire at once, and it gets a headache.
Too much lightning in head. All right, Rock, give him the old slice and dice.
Oh, I should have poisoned my weapon. Never mind. Slice.
Yeah, I'll let you poison your weapon ahead of time if you want to.
Ooh.
Surely the
And-
poisoner would have remembered that, so that's okay.
Surely you would have remembered one of your core features.
Yeah. I might
Listen,
have.
your
I'm gonna use the crazy potion, the well of wonder again.
Are you sure now is the time you want to use a poison that may or may not cause a massive explosion?
Okay, that's right.
Pull this one out when you're fighting something that where it would be funny.
I'm gonna use giant scorpion venom. I'm gonna be funny about this one.
Hey, I'm funny. I'm big. Weh.
It's the one that
Funny
makes them
looking.
feeble-minded.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right.
Now I just have to attack them.
Yeah. Show me the goods, I guess. Oh, that's a critical hit. And you have
Oh,
your
no.
sneak, so. Oh!
Backstab.
You know
Wait,
what?
I didn't roll. I didn't roll the poison as well.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That's a crit by 20.
Oh no!
So. So he looks around. I just presume you guys just shank him in the eyeballs or something, because holy crap, he's just dead.
Okay, now quickly get to the other one.
Tiri and Monastery, your friends are quickly rushing over to the other staircase, during which you can pick up on the fact this big giant man is like getting woozy from the poison, and if he falls over, he'll probably be pretty noisy on the way down. Let's put it like that.
Okay. I don't think I have stealth. No, I don't.
I don't think stealth is really important part here. Like,
I could just
Grab him before he falls.
just hustle over and just
And
support him.
Gently, like, let them fall back onto the.
I like
Just sit him down.
I like the idea that you take out the staff of healing for this. And just kind of hook it into his clothes and keep him standing.
Make a scarecrow.
Monastery, you can roll me the athletics check here to keep him standing. You can make it over there without getting seen, because you know you're noisy, but right now there's other things going on.
All right. Don't know why my character sheet disappeared, but
Mine does it all the time. I don't know why.
really,
On the plus side, that's enough to keep it standing at the very least, which is really what you're going for. Rockfur and Evie, you're next to this other guy, who's like, what was
We
that?
do it again.
Evie's like, stabby. Sweet Jesus.
Let's see the critical.
Show me that sneak attack critical.
Ooh.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. This is what rogues do.
this is what happens when
Oh
a
my
rogue has a
God.
good day.
Yeah, when I can actually do some sneaking.
So, I'm just gonna give
It's
you
a lot of
the I'm
damage.
just gonna give you the long and short of it. They're both dead.
Okay, I try to lower this one as well as I'm sticking him.
Well, thank you, Wander, for killing the Colossi. Much appreciated.
I think Rock is in the wrong game. He's supposed to be actually in the Attack on Titan game.
Listen, I'm very good at the nape of the neck business. Evie manages to help this guy sit down quietly, and you've taken out the only two people who, well, there's one person inside who's still obviously awake, but hey, there's less awake people now.
and they are all flat-footed.
They're
Aha!
sleeping.
Infiltration.
Okay, we go in then.
Okay,
I
let
feel
me
like
see.
a real hero.
So unconscious is quite exciting. They get a -4 to their AC on top of flat-footed, and yeah, I'm just gonna say that if you manage to score one of those mega crits, they fucking hell, man. Cut
Oh,
20
no way.
over. Evie, how did you do that?
She's the hero.
That's not a normal
Wait,
hit. That's like when you hit a guy straight in the brains.
wait. Their AC is 16.
Their AC is 16 flat-footed. Yes.
Oh, that's literally my plus on a 1-day attack. If they're sleeping, I can't miss.
That's how. That's again. Rogues on a good day.
Yeah.
After this moment, anyone doubting Rock's qualifications can eat it. All right, you have the
Okay,
outside to
stab, stab.
yourself. There is one thing that quickly draws to Evie's mind because Evie has a brain.
Wow.
I don't.
It's not huge, but she does have one. She does remember that there is a clock tower over there that supposedly has like scouts or rangers or something in it that shoot arrows. So maybe we should put the body somewhere where they can't be seen from there because it's to the southeast from here.
Can we prop them up so they look like from afar, like they're alive?
You can roll me deception or performance or whatever you think is appropriate for setting up bodies to look like they're still alive.
Crafting.
Craft.
Was this good enough?
Now, up close, no. But if you're standing like down the street, you wouldn't take the risk.
Got them posed like the hand up in the air like they're waving.
One of them's got the hand in their hip, they're all sassy.
One of those hands is moving like those cats, like back and forth.
He like a lucky cat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This
Well,
is really macabre.
This is very macabre. They didn't even know what the hell was going on. They just died.
Well, that's the point of rogues, isn't it?
Oh,
Again.
yeah.
Well, what do you want to do, kids? You have the place all to yourself. There's someone inside, but they don't seem to. The argument seems to be over now, and they haven't shown up
You
yet,
guys-
so it's probably good.
You guys can go deal with the sleepy boys. We can.
Yeah, I'm
Head
gonna go
in
deal
here.
with the sleepy boys. Evie can join.
Before we move on, don't forget that you do earn points. You earn 20 experience points for instantly killing 2 dudes.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, 20. Oh, I went to the Vale. I'm sorry. Let me come back.
Sorry, I had to
Oh,
look at the
no.
world map for a moment.
You faded out of existence for a second.
Oh, how
Quick,
did
catch
that
me
come?
before I'm fast traveling.
And my map doesn't want to load now.
Oh, don't worry
no.
about it.
Oh no!
Well, as I mentioned, there are 2 options that are available to you, other than breaking open things and making entrances for yourself. There is the small building to the south, which I'll just tell Rock. While you were up on the 2nd floor, you could tell that there is a giant hole in that building on the roof. So you could go through the door or you could go through the roof. And there's the building, the mayor's office, as it appears to be, as I'm just going to call it because that's what it is. You could go into that and see about the sleepy ogres. Who, by the way,
Should we
are
deal
so
with-
asleep that even Monastery could sneak up on them.
Should we deal with the
About
sleepy
that.
ogres first?
Yeah. If an
That's my
alarm gets
thought.
raised, they'll be lumbering out and attacking us.
Yeah, let's deal with the sleepy ogres, then the tower, then back to this thing.
Personally, I do love
Listen.
I do love the mental image of them like squeezing out the these tiny doorways to get outside. Well,
What's happening?
now that they're all asleep, their armor class is 12. So,
Stab it, stab.
Mr. Rogue Rockford has a fun
Thank
time
you.
upstairs. I'm just gonna put everyone there because that's where you're all gonna be for a brief moment, so you can all take a look with him.
Meow.
Let's go see what's happening here.
Now, there's one thing,
There's
which
a
is
guy here.
the guy you're next to might hear this. The
I
heck?
should stealth.
Oh, that's
Right.
cool. The little menu actually crosses out if 2 penalties are of the same type, but that doesn't work for penalties. They stack. Well, okay, cool.
Can't
So
see shit.
the next person you're killing, their neighbor isn't gonna wake up. They snore real loudly when you land the blow. All right, Rockfur, show us that magic you work.
Oh lord!
Get him right in the heart.
Shot through the heart.
And now
From
you're
that
dead.
Oh,
Rules
I
of
can go with another
nature.
attack.
Ooh.
If they seem alive, I can go with the
You
second one.
you can go for a second stab because their eyes suddenly flit open. That before you got them in one, this one they might have internal bleeding, but that doesn't keep them down necessarily.
This one's
That's
got the
still
meat on the
flat-footed, right?
bones.
They're still flat-footed because they're still like on the ground and waking up for a moment. Oh,
That
deck
was
him,
the dagger.
get him right in the jaw.
That was the dagger.
Ooh.
Shink.
Well, I guess they're not waking up after all.
Haha.
So now I have to awkwardly stand on that guy.
Very awkwardly, yes. The
That's
other one
gonna be
starts to
awkward.
stir slightly, like.
Oh no!
"Uh?"
Quickly, quickly!
Oh no.
It's not even a crit.
What? Is that a crit?
They
No.
when they start waking up, they move too much, and your carefully aimed attack misses its true potential. You get one extra attack because I say you get two before the person is properly waking up. So you better land it, Buckaroo.
That's not a crit. That's not a crit.
That is a crit.
That is a crit.
Yeah, their AC is 12, sir, and they're still flat-footed.
Oh.
So
At 12 when sleeping.
Yay!
unfortunately, 22 does not kill them, and this
Oh,
thing
no.
starts waking up. It's still
Guys.
everyone hears the sudden sound of like a creature stirring, going. Huh? Oh!
This is just a dream.
Everyone roll me initiative. You can roll me stealth if you want to, Mr. Sneaky Sneak.
Okay, I will just let me find my sheet again. It went away. Sheet, don't go away.
Don't forget,
Stealth.
there's a hotbar at the top that actually contains all your skills and stuff, but I don't know if that works with initiative.
It's set to perception right now. I had to go in the sheet to change that.
Terry, your initiative. Handsome. Mr. Sulfur.
Again?
It's waking up, and it's going like, who's quick,
Stab.
kill it, kill it, kill it!
Ah, ah.
It falls unconscious, but there's a person downstairs who is very much awake and very much like, wait a minute, my 4 ears pick up on something.
Oh no, I'm gonna go in here and hide.
Oh no, they know. They know.
The nose knows. The nose knows.
Do I have to roll stealth for the hide or?
Well, the person downstairs is very much aware, and you guys all hear this sudden duet of voices going, "Hey, something go out of there." That was old Grumpy saying, "Ouchies." We gotta wake up the goblin. No, we gotta wake up the dragon. We gotta wake the papa. They start having a minor argument downstairs, but this one probably won't last too long. Everyone else, what do you do?
Do I have one action left?
Yeah, you can definitely hide. We're out of initiative now. So
I
everyone
want
just
to put. I want to put a poison on the blades.
you
I'm
decide to.
hiding in this little hidey hole.
No, I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna hide.
Handsome.
Oof.
Hey, just gotta stay out of sight. Monastery, are you just gonna stand there?
I guess I'm gonna get in a hidey hole too if I see
You
Tyrion
awkwardly
doing
squeeze next to this old mossy statue. So there's no real
Just
stealth roll for that.
scraping
There's no real stealth roll here because if people can't see you, they can't see you.
That's true.
Them's the rules of nature, the rules of light actually. Then downstairs, you hear 2 doors getting banged on at once. Having reach and having 2 heads is amazing. He's like, boss, boss, boss.
Oh no.
As things start to stir, the ogres upstairs are like, They're now awake, but they are like rolled over and like I don't want to wake up unless I absolutely have to.
I
I'm not
still went
waking
to
up
their
until I
side.
know this is a disaster.
5 more minutes.
Give me 5 more minutes. Downstairs, a gentleman slips into his finest attire. You start hearing a conversation happen downstairs. And also this loud, bellowing roar coming from below. Which can only be a dragon, judging by how it has that bellowing effect. Man, I like that bellowing effect, where it sounds like multiple chambers. Boss, I heard things upstairs. You think something's up? He's like, oh, you go take a look. I'll go wake up the rest. And then this awkward, massive creature like squeezes his way up here. It's honestly almost comical. You hear the sudden swoosh of a large black dragon flying through the hole and taking like a gander from upstairs. Luckily, you're all under rooftops, so guess what you got?
Sneaky sneak.
Just don't make any noise with your plate armor.
Monastery staying as still as she possibly can. Just don't move, don't move, don't move.
You know
How
what?
dead does the guy I'm next to look?
Monastery. You know what you get to roll me? Athletics. I
Oh,
want you to
boy.
roll athletics because you tense every muscle in your body to stay as still as possible, to look like a statue. This thing has good eyes, but it's not smart, probably, with how stupid it sounds.
Okay.
It might just be
Watch me.
fooled by you being a statue if you just squeeze every muscle.
You messed this up. Oh,
Actually, that would have beaten its perception to see on top of the... Wow, it's... Tiri, you are hidden. You can hide behind the statue just fine. I think... how slender are you? Like, how wide would you consider your character to be? You've got like... you got like 16 dex, 10 strength. You're probably not that wide, are you?
Yeah, I'm a thin snake.
This guy who looks over here, looks outside, is like... well, there's nothing. There's nothing. where are those big dumb idiots? Dragon's gone for now. He walks back away and then bumps into a fine set of gentlemen. We're like, all right. So what's the word then? I don't know. I didn't see anything. Okay. So at this point, they're having a fun argument. Does anyone want to interject or anything, or are you just gonna wait this one out?
I think that's the best idea we can do. I would like to align my dude so it looks like it's sleeping.
I mean, to be fair, you got them so cleanly that unless someone specifically looks for it, they look fine enough.
Okay,
I
because
imagine
I do.
I imagine you put like their heads in such a way that you have to look at a very specific angle to see the heads with the injuries and all. So they just see like the feet, little feeties.
Can I hide behind it?
Considering it's a large corpulent body, yes, you could probably hide behind the body specifically and use it as cover. As macabre as it is.
And second question, can I throw my voice into somebody else's mouth?
That is one hell of a check, but I think you can do it if you tried.
heck, it's a
Okay,
powerful
if it's
throw.
needed.
Now, considering that you are trained in deception, you have an item specifically called the ventriloquist ring. Oh, wait, yeah, you even have like a specific spell for it. I'd say yes, you could probably use your deception if you wanted to talk through someone else, but there's a limit to what you could feasibly pull off.
Yeah, just to be like, oh, I'm sleepy. Yeah, if somebody comes in.
Okay,
that
well,
late.
in that case, considering you have such amazing abilities at lying and deception, these guys are not too concerned about it. They are half-heartedly like looking. I don't want to wake up. We got to make sure the next batch hatches properly tomorrow. Then we'll really get him going. You wake me up one more time for nothing, and it'll be your head on a platter.
Which one?
Nurklenack. And the other hobgoblin in the room goes, sir, keep a watchful eye out. You'll be helping reinforce the patrols, and if anything goes wrong, make sure the bell tower knows. I don't want anyone leaving here alive. Not after that I heard about. Dismissed. Steppy, steppy, steppy. Down the stairs to his bedroom, get a nap. Although he's sleeping with one eye open, as they call it.
Would he be sleeping with two eyes open if he has two heads?
No. The hobgoblin is sleeping with one eye open. The large creature is
Oh,
like, oh man, I got.
I
The
can't see from here, so
well, you can kind of peek out. You can see this guy at the very least, who apparently is called Nurklenak, and he's like, oh, I'm so angry at the fact that I have to keep watch during the night now. I will get you for this, you large incompetent oath, and I will show you the power I wield. It's like, oh, you want to fight about it? Hey, Rock. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but
I have a stupid idea.
I would love to hear it.
Can I mimic his voice
Which voice?
of the one of the two heads?
Sure. What do you want him to say?
How can I offend that other guy so badly that he actually attacks them?
I think your character knows a few good ways.
A few good
He knows
insults.
he knows a couple of ogre slurs.
No, it's more like your character will be well aware of how to make a hobgoblin who's like being all fancy, like frizzled and frazzled, and get him fighting.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
You can roll me some deception to see if you can get Nurklenak to go, oh.
Roll big, roll big, roll big. Oh. Roll big.
If only you had a hero point.
Oh yeah, I do.
You,
can reroll that,
you
right?
squeeze together the DC 26 you needed to beat. And the large, one of the heads, as they try to like explain things, suddenly his voice is somewhat overwritten by this other voice. He goes, actually, I think you're a big dumb idiot and you can't do anything cool.
Stinky.
I'm going to see if the other head starts arguing with him, like, you dummy! Oh no! You can't say that to him,
-1.
man! I didn't say anything.
Oh, no.
You did, you just said it. It's like, oh, you fools.
He's such a dummy that he's negative dummy.
His intelligence is minus.
At this point, by the way, the ogres on the other side are like, they're sitting in that obvious like head in their hand pose, looking at this tapestry unfold.
They're living for the drama.
One of your coworkers is getting yelled at by the boss.
Now the funny part is this
Oh,
guy's
no.
spells are actually kind of useless against things with two heads. But hey, paralyze. He wastes one of his
Paralyzed.
He wastes one of his big slots to teach this guy a lesson. The big giant man has to roll me that will save. Oh, I can just click him, and then I can click the button.
Wow,
Oh no!
he beansed it.
And then he walks over, and he just puts up his foot, and it goes, and
Kick him.
and you watch him. If you've ever played Oblivion, you'll know that if you cast Paralyze on people, like their ragdoll freezes, it gets like
Yep.
semi-rigid, and this guy just
Yep.
you hear this loud sploosh in the water, and he goes, idiot.
Man, I'd be clapping if it wouldn't kill me right now.
I don't know who's the idiot here. What if I make one of the other ogres say that?
Well, at this point, there's no one left up on the upstairs floor. So hey, what you do is what you get.
What's happening? Oh. Doing back to sleep.
Sleeps.
Yeah, the other ones go back to sleep.
Rock looks around. Okay, I'm gonna stealth. Then I'll continue moving. Just in
Resume
case.
the plan.
Resume where I was. Okay.
So
Monastery
monastery
still
and Cheery, do you want to roll me a d20 for luck to see if that dragon's coming back or not?
Oh no, not now.
Oh,
I
no.
think
Oh no.
I think that Rock is walking over there when this large serpent creature dives down, bumps into a large Etten,
Can I just jump down the stairs real fast?
If you know what, roll me some reflex. See if you can make it down those stairs without hurting yourself. As you're like, fuck!
Oh no no no!
You will first tumble down the stairs, end up prone at the bottom, at the feet of Narklenak,
Uh-oh.
Hi
who is like,
hi.
I see. I guess he wasn't so stupid after all. Anyway, combat
Pizza
started.
delivery.
Yep, that's party time.
It's
Pizza
party time.
delivery.
Listen, you cannot say party time without me posting the party time video.
I invoked the dark magic.
The Titanic animated movie's party time. God damn that stupidly animated. Why? How did this
I'm
movie get
foolish.
made?
My hubris.
No.
All right, kids, roll me some initiative, please.
Ooh, that's a good.
Well, the Etten is currently like in the water and has to. That place is not meant for climbing out of, so it's like splashing around for the most part of its first turn before it even gets out. Also, it has a dragon on top of it, so it's like, nah.
Wait, if you're paralyzed and thrown underwater, would you drown?
Yes. In fact, if you have a sadistic enough GM, you would actually start drowning just because, you know, you're not unable to breathe because you're paralyzed. But I think paralysis specifies that
Yeah.
you can still just breathe while this is happening. But, you know, technically speaking, worst part of paralysis is the suffocation. The dragon, having adjusted momentarily, is like, get out of my horde! Since it's a big black dragon, it is, I think, chaotic evil. Yep, so its first priority is getting this motherfucker out of that horde. I would like to roll athletic. Thank you. Unfortunately, he somehow got wedged in there, I guess?
Head stuck in the treasure chest.
So
No,
you hear all this splashing downstairs as the dragon is digging this guy out and then just hawks him onto the ground.
they try to get up at the same time, and their heads just bonk against each other.
Oh, the Etten is still recovering from this. Like, they all both have to spit themselves out. And then, you know what? Let's see if they're like, yeah, that. For a moment, they lose their cool after everything that's happened. And they're like, we didn't say nothing. And the two heads essentially try to hit the dragon on the head with their fists.
Oh no! We got
And
to
good luck.
die.
There's a whole bunch of stuff going down there that buys you guys a lot of time. Evie's like, aw, hell, baby, it's go time!
Stabbity stab.
I have a firebomb!
Oh no!
Surely that.
I got a knife! Actually, a blight bomb will be a bit more appropriate. Yeah. Oh, fuck, that's a crit.
Oh, Evie and crits.
Oh, God.
Evie.
This guy gets a blight bomb right in his mouth and. Oh.
Evie,
What?
Evie, that kills people.
Evie was under the impression that was what was going on right now. Jerry.
Just-
Hmm.
I'm
Oh.
just quoting the llamas. I love it.
By the way, yes, you did hear Rock tumble down the stairs. That is not an unobvious series of events.
I'm living for it though.
Luckily,
Yeah.
he's nimble enough that he doesn't take any damage. He just ends up prone at the end.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit that glutton with a. Where's cantrip skin? There. Produce flame. Wait, what? A crit.
Oof. That's one spicy fireball.
Wait, how do I roll a crit for a spell?
I think you just roll damage and double it. If you so yeah, we'll see how that works out.
And persistent fire damage. Yeah, double damage and persistent fire damage on the crit.
How handsome. So that's 32. And ooh. I don't think he's gonna make it, Jim.
And 44 persistent fire damage.
Oh, the persistent fire. Okay, cool. We're just gonna say that he burns up in fire as he gets a fireball and a poison bomb like hucked into his mouth. Blah. Gosh, you guys are vicious when you want to be. Nurkleneck is downstairs. So you are the one.
Hi. No, just pizza delivery.
Pizza delivery.
Pizza.
Someone ordered a large sausage.
Anyone want some pizza?
Wait.
Pizza, pizza. I'd love to have some pizza, pizza. Confusion. Roll me that. Safe, buckaroo.
Okay, I have something that helps me now, right?
I hope
Does
so.
this help?
Fiendish nature. Curses and diseases. This is not
No,
a curse or a
never mind.
disease.
Never mind. We'll save. Oh, it's a +12. Maybe I can do it. No, I can't do it.
Ah. Don't forget you can click your token and then click the. Oh, you lucky son of a gun.
Oh.
You. By a hair, just lose an action to this. And he's like, nah. Go and confuse yourself, fool. And he goes up the stairs a little bit. Monastery. You can finally relax. Your muscles are a little ouchies after all that.
Oh. Finally, I can participate. I assume like the whole Knuckle Rock situation is happening over here-ish.
It's happening downstairs, yes. If you go down these stairs here, you'll meet up with them.
Yeah, okay.
Can I see
so I'm
upstairs somehow? Oh no, I can't.
over here with first action. Oh man, that guy's still around.
Actually,
He's not dead.
this guy's not blinded. He's also not unconscious. He's waking up. He's like, oh man, I'm so sweepy.
In which case, I'm gonna try and take care of him.
Eek blade, fool.
Slashy.
Unfortunate.
That's actually pretty impressive. I guess you shortcut caught in like the wall on the way there.
Yeah.
Scrapes along the wall.
And yeah, that's all I'm gonna do.
Glutton.
Shielding.
The glutton gets up. The glutton pull. Well, they get up and they have to use an interact action to pick something up. So if you want to take an attack opportunity, you can take it. Otherwise, it's just gonna pick up its big axe and try to hit you. Going, oh no, actually, it really wants to grab you. It wants to eat
Yeah.
you. It wants to eat you. So it has to grab you first.
No.
It's like, oh, it gets up and it just goes to grab you.
Oh,
No! That's
It
illegal!
grabbed itself. It grabbed
Now
itself.
attack opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, this means you can make him, I think you can either knock him prone or grab him if you want to.
Yeah, I'll grab him.
I'm gonna eat you instead.
Let go, this is a crime!
Ooh.
Ow!
I like this.
This is a crime! I'm being assaulted. You know, this thing is cute, but there really should be a section for some skills to have automatic MAPs, such as athletics in particular. Anyway,
Yeah.
this poor guy wakes up, tries to grab you, misses, gets grabbed, and then gets hit. And he's like, I can't even break free from this tiny man's tiny hands. Or tiny lady. Let's be specific.
Should invest in more hands, buddy.
More hands, you say? You rang.
I mean, you've only got 2.
You should be very glad that it only has a line for its acid breath. Or it'd be hitting a lot of people. It flies up. Does it have any cool spells it wants to use? I don't have its spells ready. Whoops. Give me 5 seconds. Because I
Pretty
like...
sure a 3D clone would.
The dragon
help us
didn't
all.
prepare his spells. We have an advantage.
Dragons are sorcerers. They automatically get their slots back.
No.
I like dragons having spells. I think everyone's like, but they shouldn't. It's like, no, they're fucking dragons.
It's fun.
Make them fuck off scary. That's the fun part.
and-
Is that you feel
they
like,
have-
oh shit.
The
It's not like
dragons are like
ancient
the
wisdom shit.
arcane creatures.
So
Yeah, like dragon blood is where half sorcerers get their magic from.
Yeah,
Why
that's
wouldn't they
what I was
cast
about to
spells?
say. Like, yeah, dragons can cast spells, but sorcerers are dragon blood and they cast spells. What?
okay, monastery, you get to roll me a fort save against
Oh,
the
boy.
spell known as slow.
Oh no.
DC's 25.
40-foot foot.
Good news, you will only lose 1 action on your next turn, but that's it.
Okay.
He's kind of disappointed. He was expecting better from that. He also, by the way, probably as an evil dragon is, I think it's like outsiders and dragons are like the specific creature types where their alignment is strong enough that they can pick up on others in the area. Anyway, there's an elite Etten somewhere who wakes up and is like, oh man, I gotta squeeze through this door.
Oh no. Hello.
Rock,
It's
where's
pizza
your
delivery.
initiative? I just noticed your initiative is nowhere. Can you roll me
I
some?
did.
Yeah, but there's no initiative
I
on this
did,
one.
but I didn't.
Mr. Rockford, can you please take a turn before we take another turn?
Okay, I was supposed to go already.
Then show me 2 turns in a row.
Okay, I get up. I get up. I don't know how to remove these. It's here. It's here. No. Go away. Prone, go away. There we go.
Begone.
Thanks. No, I don't want to touch you. You. I go back upstairs. Can I go back upstairs, please?
But that is like your actions because you were, again, stunned.
Get up. Oh, yeah.
Cool. Now you can take your second turn, during which you are not stunned.
Okay. There is still an ogre here, right?
Yes. You see Monastery
Yeah.
holding onto it firmly.
So I'm gonna attack that one because it seems flat-footed.
Yeah, I guess
So I moved, and then I have 2 attacks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that'll get him.
anyway, you also get whipped with a tail. Whippity whip whip.
Oh, okay.
Your armor class is higher than that, so you're good.
Yeah. So
This
it's
ogre on the
29 damage,
This ogre, on the other hand, really doesn't like that one. Ow.
and then I can do the second attack
And then,
with the dagger that misses.
yeah,
Or does it?
it misses.
Never mind. That's me. Hi.
Then an Eden downstairs is like, my turn, my turn, my turn. It's like, I don't want to squeeze up these stairs. It's so hard. He takes a whole turn to get up here. And by the time he's actually here, he has 1 action left to like, oh, dragon again. Ooh, Snake Man, you look like dragon. And he throws this rusty old flail at you, Mr. Thierry.
Owie.
That's
Ow.
critical.
Yeah.
Wait, it said that my token is not in the game when I first roll initiative.
I don't get it, man. Sometimes it's just silly. Evie is like, oh no! Bad things are afoot. That's bad! Also, I learned that apparently Splash grows as the creature grows larger. Isn't that hilarious?
The creature splashes more if it's big.
Yep. Splash specifically affects all adjacent creatures. Gosh, what will be the appropriate target here? Well, you guys are so fixated on that ogre. Evie is like, I'll set myself up to flank this dragon, and then I'll throw out the ogre glutton in the back.
Ooh, the dragon can be flat-footed.
It can be flanked, yes. Just like that ogre can eat shit.
Evie, goddamn.
The ogre is set on fire.
That's
Well,
3.
Monastery is holding it.
Careful, Monastery. You don't want that burning goop on your hands. Outside, there's a gentleman who's like, I hear noise. Let me just open this door and get outside.
Did
Terry.
nobody notice the 2 dead people that are propped out outside?
Well, this guy was inside that small building you saw. That's why he didn't notice.
No, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I should probably add the big man as well.
Ooh, Lord.
I
Terry,
think we might have gone too much on our hands.
if you play it safe, maybe you can pull it together.
Well,
We
I'm
need
gonna
to-
try and go step back.
You take a step back, they leer at you.
Grr.
And then, oh god, Evie's there.
Grr, growl.
Don't worry, Evie can take it. Evie has like
Evie's
10
a legend.
temporary hit points from the Juggernaut elixir, so they're fine. Don't worry.
The powerful. Unstoppable.
I'm invincible.
Please don't tell me you're fireballing inside this building.
I want. That's like the thing. The thing I can do.
Evie has a plus 15 reflex modifier and enough hero points to fill a whole bucket. Go nuts.
I'm a master in reflex.
Evie
so
is like,
it's
just.
okay.
I'm not.
Evie is like, show me the fire, baby.
Listen, there's 2 big boys here.
Let her rip.
We're gonna do it.
Can you get
God's
the ogre?
sake.
Can you get the ogre that we're attacking?
Oh my god, Evie, please. Evie, please.
I haven't quite cast it. I haven't decided.
Holy
Yes.
shit, man. Okay, well, if you're not gonna cast it, then I'm gonna count it. You do what you wanna.
No,
I'm trying
remove
to
mine as
think.
well.
Please don't.
It's
Listen,
so tempting.
you can totally aim it so that you exclusively hit Evie, like over here.
Oh yeah.
There's another corner in this room, yes.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that then.
Hanson.
I think it feels weird chucking a fireball directly at Evie. But...
Now she just want to catch it, just see what it's like for once. Show me the goods, good sir.
Right there.
Oh wait, does the dragon have... No spell resistance. Eden, do you have anything special? Nope. Bada boom, bada boom, whoa, bada boom, bada boom, baby. Evie fucking backflip.
Out of the fire.
Evie,
Giant
6
dragon
flips.
almost rolled a crit fail. Ooh. And big man rolls half. Dragon is like, sorceress blood.
Ew.
Verily.
You're
It's still a-
gross.
No, I stepped back with an action. Yeah. Okay.
The Eden is like, I should have hit him with an attack of opportunity, but I wanted to see what he was doing. So weird. Norkonak is downstairs and he hears the fireball up and it goes, I think I'll wait a moment until the boss is ready.
I forget how big 20-foot radius is.
It's huge.
When you're in a confined space, they're a lot smaller than they first appeared. Sarvith runs out of bed, taking up his bow, and goes and looks up the stairs, looks right at you, Monastery,
Oh no.
and he grins.
I keep
he-
causing issues. Then
He
Please
can't
don't
fu-
do it.
He
Think
can't
you're gonna
shoot yet, but he really wants to. Monastery, you're kind of stuck between all the big boys, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm in an uncomfortable spot. I've only got 2 actions. So I'm going to attack the ogre glutton that I'm holding on to,
Go out, get out of here, Ogre Glutton.
because they're about to die.
Well, they are about to die, yes. Bleh! You are now holding onto a corpse. Please release it.
Yeah, I'm not holding on to it anymore.
Ew.
Oh, that's interesting. I can see the Ettin's health, but not the dragon's.
Weird.
Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, it just seems to be I think it depends on certain rules that I set, but now I can do it.
Oh, there, and I can see it. Oh, that didn't do that much damage.
If it was a critical, it would have done
then-
twice that.
If I rolled higher, it would have done even more.
Stop targeting everything.
Gosh darn it! I don't want to hit everyone around me. Sometimes you just want to take a walk.
Oh, I should have done something else first.
And then I'm going to use my last action to move around to here.
I'm gonna I'm gonna die next turn.
Please
What?
don't.
Please don't.
Two flails swing at you, Monastery. Is your shield up?
No.
In that case,
Clink clonk.
Ow. Ow.
man, what a moment where reactive shield would have been great. But you might need that one to save your friends. All right, the dragon is here, and the dragon is going to properly throw its frightful aura out. It's actually going to be like, "Roar."
Will
Everyone-
save?
Everyone, show me the goods, please.
Raw XD.
Will save, right?
Yes, it's a will save.
Come on.
Oh no! I'm using
Oh,
a hero
come on.
point.
Guys.
I'm spending a hero point to reroll that.
Actually, Thierry, don't forget you're in range of Monastery. Well, unless that's a thing
Oh,
you have
no.
martial
I
stance
rolled
first.
the same thing.
No, that's just a
Paladin
aura of
thing?
courage. That's
Ooh.
separate. It's
I
paladin.
rolled the same thing twice.
Aren't you
Right,
just a
This is
gentleman?
my reroll. Let's go. 31. I'll take it.
I think
I'm
you're.
frightened.
I think you're clean in that case. Rock on the other hand is double frightened.
No, I'm really scared.
I think even if you succeed, you get 1.
Dragons are terrifying. They're big, scary lizards that can do
Oh,
magic.
I was 2 off crit succeeding. That's a shame. How much did I roll? Numbers are hard.
So how big of an area does glitter dust to target? Actually, first it
Everything.
really wants to hit Eevee with its tail, like you.
Does Eevee have plot armor?
Eevee has
Yeah,
fucking plot
it-
armor. Don't worry, guys. Got him covered. Let's see. Oh, it's a 10-foot burst nowadays. Oh, that's not very exciting. Well, Terry, since you need to see to use your fireballs, sparkle, sparkle. A batch of glitter dust hits you and Monastery, requiring a reflex saving throw DC 25. Yes.
Great.
Does the Etten get hit as well?
The Eden also gets hit, and one of its heads becomes. Okay. If you fail,
I'm-
you become dazzled. If you crit fail, you become blinded. And dazzled.
Yeah,
I have to roll as well.
Hero pointing to re-roll that.
Do it.
I'm
It's
rolling
not a
as well
crit
or
fail.
not?
If you
It's good-
succeed,
it's
by
good
the way,
if I
if you succeed, all that happens is your invisibility becomes negated. So
Am I
Oh
am I
no.
in the area?
My specialty of being invisible.
Am I in the area is my one question.
he just likes the fact that you're all like rubbing your eyes out now. Rocks offer.
Eh,
If you move up to that end, you can get him right in the ribs.
I mean, I
That
see this
was
as
my
a net
idea.
positive. I look
But-
fabulous now.
So he's gonna be flat-footed when I move.
Yes.
Now the thing is, do I want to apply poison that's gonna give me a bunch more damage, or do I want to attack twice?
If you
I'm gonna apply poison.
slather, slather.
Do I first roll attack or do I first roll apply poison? That's my question.
What?
Because there is use poison button.
I don't know what that does. I think that's just
yeah, it just consumes the item, I think.
Okay, attack. Attack. It's flat-footed. I strike
Oh god.
with full force.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh god.
Fort save? Oh no. I think Raven Poison is bigger than that.
Wait, let's see this now. This is the damage for this thing.
So that's
Now
just
let me get the
your
let me get the
sword
poison.
fucking him up.
let me get the poison. Oh, the poison went away from my inventory because I don't have it anymore.
Well, that's why I'm looking it up right now. DC is 26. So he takes
Oh, yeah.
5d6 damage
Wait,
as you deliver a painful sting of venom. Roll me
is that
5d6.
times 2? Is that times 2?
Oh no, I think he goes straight up to stage 2 if you crit. So yes, roll me 66 in that case. Good news, if he makes his fort save, he goes to stage 1 and still takes poison. So yeah, the Etten feels a little sick. She's like, oh man, I don't feel so good. I feel drunk. No, it's that fucking stupid game that I saw a long time ago where the opening line you hear every time because the checkpoints are terrible. It's like, I'm drunk. I'm so very, very drunk. It's like, God. Memories
Who's
flooding
drunk
back.
and then it's like, I'm drunk.
The giant. How is their morale doing? Let's take a look at that. It's
Oh, nice.
could be better. You know what? They're gonna just kind of they're gonna charge all over Tiri, as it were. So they first make an athletics check against Tiri, against your reflex DC, which knocks you prone, which is basically just so that they can run by you, and then their heads are big confused as they feel like. Then they make a fort save to see if the poison kills them. Oh shit! The poison goes to 86. Can you roll me 86?
Uh-oh.
One of the heads feels like vomiting a lot. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sting of a Wyvern, baby. They suck.
That was
So,
the
like-
last of her in poison, but okay.
Ify in the
I
back's
have
like,
to buy
Tiri,
more."
watch out! Fucking hucks a bomb past you.
Here.
That's a crit, by the
Evie.
way. And kills him with the bomb to the back of his head.
That's 4 crits from Evie this session.
Haha, you have forgotten. Tiri, you do take 2 poison damage as like the excessive splash washes over you. And it's like, that's payback for the fireball, I guess.
I'm
I
directly in
didn't-
the way of the
You
bow.
didn't get hurt by it at all.
Hey, listen. Don't forget to reduce your frightened condition by 1. I've taken care of that for you.
Thank you.
And if you're within 15 feet of me, which you are, it goes down at the end of my turn as
So-
well.
So this guy pops in and he's like, "Oh, god damn it! This is big corpse in the way now." So he goes, "Okay, I'll get a little running start."
Paul. Oh.
And he just starts shoving this half conscious body to get it out of the way. Terry,
Okay.
I think it's safest next to Evie.
Doing reflective scales acid on myself
oh my.
because I do not want to die.
You don't have like a healing potion or something you could drink?
Do I?
I don't know.
There is some in the bag of holding. Who's holding it right now?
Monastery.
Yeah, me as usual.
I made a joke. It's okay.
I have a staff of healing.
Well, if you want to cast a big abracadabra on yourself, you're free to do that.
I'd need
Bonk yourself in
actions
the
for
head.
that, wouldn't I? No, because
The fourth level version of that, by the way, heals 32 plus 48, plus the bonus from the staff. So,
it only has a maximum of 3. third level.
okay, yeah, still 24 plus 3d8.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm
But it's
gonna
up to
do
you
that.
what you think is the good idea here. So,
Well, I'm about to die, so
Boink yourself in the head.
yeah.
clonk.
Yeah,
That's how the staff
my
works.
last. I only have 1 action left, so that's gonna be my last action. So there.
Show me the goods. 1 action heal, baby.
12 plus 2.
Hey, those 12 hit points might be just what you need.
So
14.
it's plus 14, so that's 24.
That's
Nice.
something.
Oh
This
no.
idiot.
He was
Oh,
honestly
this
kind of
idiot.
hoping he wouldn't end up next to the big guy.
Boo.
Fucking boo! But you know what? Since you like laughing so much,
Oh, no,
don't forget you can
bastards.
take an attack of opportunity, clonk him on the head, and interrupt the spell if you get lucky.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
That doesn't hit it. Yeah, that's AC's 26, so.
Yeah, okay. And we'll save. William save.
No.
I don't think
Does
that's
someone have does someone have a hero point?
Is that a critical fail?
Yes.
Does
Evie has
Evie
one.
have a
Take
hero
one.
point?
Take one.
Okay, thank you, Evie.
Evie is like, that's not funny. You can't use reactions, but you already used yours, so who cares? And you're slowed one, so you lose an action as you start snickering at it. He's disappointed. God damn it. Who around here has weak... who saves here are bad? Let's see. Which...
Handle his hips like, dang it!
He's the metagaming goblin.
Wait. How the... whatever.
He's pulling up the wiki, looking at like champion character sheets.
Look at our character sheets. Okay, so what
From the
can
bottom
you
of the stairs, a hail of arrows comes at you. Pew, pew,
do? I
pew.
know. That was at me, right?
Yes. The first one's
First
a
one
crit.
hits. Oh no.
Ow.
That's my whole health. No, it's not.
A
Never
burning,
mind.
a burning ray of fire strikes you, burning off a chunk of your shirt and leaving a big fat scorch mark on your shoulder.
Does my iron help? Cold iron buckler help with anything?
I don't know why it would help.
I don't know.
If you were monastery, maybe you could have shield blocked it. Monastery, it's your turn. You have one less action again, but Mr. Chucklefuck is next to you, so hey.
It keeps happening. Also, I'm still dazzled, I think, which means everyone's concealed.
Yes, everyone gets a flat 20% mischance.
Alright. So I'll roll a d20 and then stab him.
You hit him. Or at least you get to make an attack roll.
Yep.
Ow! Clonk.
Get out of it, you dumb idiot. And then next action, Uh, should I lay on hands? It seems like an idea, but probably should save it in case I need to save someone's life.
Oh no, I'm gonna die now.
He's just gonna die now.
In that case, second action stance.
Everyone be speared. I think that's what you need.
Pretty sure.
Yep, that's what you need. Your stance is successful.
Yep.
You emit an aura of being happy.
Nice.
Big dragon. Really kind of pissed off at Evie. Still.
Evie's
Plot
too-
armor.
You know what,
champion.
Evie? How about you get a full frontal face blast?
Oh my god.
Single target breath weapon.
We call that one the dick move.
That's,
So
that's a
How's-
crit, right?
How's your reflex?
Oh no, I thought you reflex 20-35. Oh no, that was a
then-
save.
And then he uses an athletics check to try and grasp firmly. Yeah. Evie is grasped firmly and hoisted above the ground.
Oh no, Evie.
Don't bother saving me. Save yourself, you poor fools, and takes out the knife. Rock.
I am no longer frightened, right?
At the end of your turn, yes.
Monster
I
said
mean,
at the
my
end of his
Oh yeah,
turn.
Monastery's aura is making you super excited to be here.
So can I move? Ooh, that's the wrong button. Can I move here?
With an acrobatics check, you can try to tumble through your opponent, yes. Like do a little
Yes.
sick flip over him.
Roll high, please.
Yeah, sure, that
Yeah.
does it. You do a sick flip over him.
Okay, so I still have one attack or two attacks.
You have two. You move and then you put the
Flat-footed.
thing up. So yeah. So fucking hit him in the.
Flat-footed.
He's like, oh no, I made the.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
I rolled a 1.
Well, you still have one action left.
Horror.
No,
Aw,
It
was
turns
almost
out
really cool.
the sick flips
That
were
was a
cursed all along.
that was a 1 and a 2. At least I'm safer here than over there. Okay, that was it.
Gosh, if it's like I still got a knife. Stabby. Oh shit.
Evie, Jesus Christ.
Dragon suddenly takes 29 damage to the hand.
Ew.
You dare pick me up?
That's like almost as much as my fireball.
Listen,
Release me.
release me, you fiend! My power cannot be contained by hands alone.
Swear to God.
This Razor Fiend hears the unearthly roar of his Dragon Master, like, getting fucking shanked.
Cleaved a finger off.
And takes like, okay, I'm gonna play this one safe.
It was like, oh, the dragon just picked up a fucking hedgehog. What?
There's a green spawn Razor Fiend somewhere, but he's like, I'm not fucking around with that little lady. Or Monastery.
She's
That guy hit
powerful.
despite having glitter in his eyes. That means a Monastery, by the way, has special eyes.
Is
Glitter.
Evie still frightened?
No, the frightened went away. Because, I mean, would you be frightened of a dragon if you just started shanking him?
Evie knows no fear. Only
Evie-
justice.
Only
shanks.
justice. Tyrion.
Evie follows the Lord of Shank.
Okay. I'm going. I see dragon, and I'm gonna smack it.
Dragon
With
suddenly regrets having beef with Evie.
Good.
Dragon's gonna get bonked.
Elemental toss.
We could have warned you, bud.
Yeah.
I actually liked that word. Oh my god, that actually worked really well.
Ow.
And then sudden bolt.
You better
Oh,
hope.
no.
You better hope he dies, or he's gonna come for you next. Oh
Oh,
god!
Jesus Christ.
From the heavens I summoned lightning. Bakoom!
I like to think that
First
like part of
fire,
it
then
is still
lightning.
in. I like to think part of it's still in the water, like underneath, and it just
The whole
conducts all of the
the
electricity.
the water around the building just lights up with bolts of lightning dispersing through it. Evie
The
is
dragon was. The dragon is easier to kill than the guy we're fighting right now.
so
Yeah.
the dragon's head lands on the ground and like slips down. And Evie's like, "Got him!"
I've killed
Didn't
two.
know
Get
my
his-
knife could shoot lightning.
Get
I'm-
his poison glands.
I swear, I'm the one that kills black dragons now.
I call dibs.
Did
Nurgle.
I kill what? Green? I killed green.
Nurgle Mac is not very happy about what's happening right now. So
I-
first,
I mean, we just.
he will inspire
Sorry.
a bit of courage. Then he takes out his own little dagger and goes, "Ah, you think you know how to use a knife?" He goes for softer. Yeah, how you?
The second one hits.
Yes, marvelous.
Good news.
Oh no!
Reduce that by 9, so it does nothing.
Such stab.
And you hit him in the back too. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no! You reduced it by 9.
that technically hits because of flat-footed, but you still have to roll me the concealed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
Isn't it
something up
only
about
for one turn though?
glitter dust. The dazzle lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Question: if you reduce the damage from 6, if you reduce 6 by 9, do you get healed 3?
No.
No.
Oh.
It only reduces damage, not damage you don't take.
Sarfith rolls up the stairs, the opposite of what Rock did a minute ago.
What the
Alright,
f-
that
is
guy
that?
exists. It's a
Actually-
really excited hobgoblin with
It's a gremlin.
bow and arrow.
he has great art. That's all you need to know.
It's like,
Double shot, going for monastery and for Tiri.
I thought that was some sort of a hag. Okay.
That one's for
Oof.
monastery. That
Ow.
one's for Tiri. That's a 30 and a 35.
it does hit me.
Oh no!
Yeah. That's a crit on me.
Ow.
Ooh.
Well, Tiri's down.
Your
Yeah.
moment of victory is underpinned by the arrow of one hell of a bow. Do not worry. Tiri Dragon Slayer will Eevee Dragon Slayer will take him down for you. Monastery. Your friend is not doing so hot.
Can I delay until after Rock?
If you want to. Oh, completely forgot, and I probably shouldn't. I need to update this guy's initiative to go to your initiative, Tiri, to be 20. Doesn't change anything. Okay, you want to wait until after who? Until after Rock? Okay, cool. Rock.
Yeah.
Your friend wants
that
to
way
provide
Rock
you
still
some.
gets-
Yeah, I know about the
gets-
flanking.
I'm in the next round though.
Yeah, that you can. Initiative is cyclical, so go nuts.
Okay.
Yeah. Time is a flat circle.
Oh, so I can go now.
Yes.
Go, go, go!
Okay, I'm going.
And
Does that
jab.
hit?
Yes. He's also still flat-footed, so fucking sing, baby. He goes from 69 to 50.
It's a healthy boy.
Fucking hell.
Funkin'.
I have one
Fucking
more,
on a
right?
Friday night.
Probably, yes.
Yeah, one more action.
Let's try this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, without a crit, that wouldn't have hit.
Monastery, what do you want to do?
First action, I'm going to.
One question: how long is the poison on the blades? Only one hit, right?
Only one hit.
Okay.
First action, I'm going to attack this guy. With. Nope. And then next action, I'm going to move over to here. And lay on hands on Tiri.
God damn it, Terry, you can't die on him!
Which is.
24, I think.
But I love the symbol.
4 times 6 is. Yeah, 24.
Math! Terry, you.
Tiri gets.
I'm
24
24 health.
24 health, you're also wounded.
No dying.
Oh. And what does that give me?
Plus
Well,
2 AC.
you're also prone because you fall unconscious. But hey, you're not dead. That's better than nothing. Evie, the knife pipper. I mean, the
Evie
bombs
the
have worked out
champion.
so great, but the knife has worked out even better. This guy sees a lady strapped, all kinds of bombs and reagents strapped on her, and he goes for the knife.
Covered in dragon blood with a crazed look in her eyes.
I mean, actually hit him with that second blow. So, can't argue with the result. Oh, shit! That's a critical. Whoops.
Yeah, that's crit damage.
I was wondering how. Oh, man, she still delivers like a blow.
Yeah, that's almost as much.
I think you guys have the right to see the hit points on this fine big man.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh no!
I mean, he does have plus 21 to hit. So...
Someone do something to him. Tie him up. Hold him down.
Listen, you don't become a Wormlord unless you can kick some serious ass. Although to be fair,
the end.
some of them have kind of blown it in terms of delivering on being cool.
okay. I had a cool mage fight. Okay, that was fun.
Guy turns visible, and you know what? Since Evie likes the stabby, stab. Same target, both strikes resist target. So check. Okay, both attacks. I think they keep their counts as 2 attacks. Oh gosh, so much text here. Using your courage. Okay, so it's both. Evie gets hit twice, but because Evie is kind of tough, still standing.
Yeah, don't underestimate alchemists. They got a bit of bulk.
Terry, luckily they took the fire off of you, so you can get back up and start doing some fun stuff.
Okay. Action to get back up.
Yep.
'Cause I'm not that stupid. And then
We're all on the half health.
yeah. I'm gonna sudden bolt that one.
Ooh, the Razor Fiend. I appreciate that you want to try to lightning bolt effectively the rogue. Well, he still takes half.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, I thought it wasn't gonna like do well against any.
To
of
be
them,
fair,
so-
you're dealing with all big boys right now.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh, I mean, hey, listen, that's still pretty good damage for what it's worth. There. Nurklenak. Actually takes a little bit of time to yell at this boss. Remember, just shoot the signal arrow, get the tower involved, etc. Wormlord, fire the signal arrow. If we can get some reinforcements, this will be a done deal. And he turns his attention back to Rock.
Hi. Pizza delivery.
Actually, he's going to use one of his spells, specifically Divine Lance, filled with the power of evil.
Please miss.
So what's your alignment?
Neutral.
Fizzle fizzle.
That was it.
No one expects the neutral rogue.
Like you get a face full of 12 whiffing damage. Oh no, I should have taken days. Oh, he does have days. He just didn't want to use it. Just didn't feel like it this morning.
Some
I
days
have
you just don't
days.
want to date.
Sunday.
Some days.
Also, it's technically using the wrong damage. He's supposed to be using charisma for this. Whoops. For like the bonus damage. Yep. Spells on creatures still don't work too well. Sarvith is well, he'll take an action to put away his bow and an action to take out his greatsword and then heave it over his head and go, I don't need a bow to fuck up a spider. Apparently he
Yeah,
does.
you
I guess you do. I guess you do.
I just personally love the image of Evie just going, what? I'm too angry. Rocks off her.
I don't have a flank anymore. What
Yeah.
shall I do?
I don't know. If you roll through him again, you can get that green spawn flanked.
I'm gonna apply poison again.
The guy
This
standing in
time.
front of you is still like looking at his hand, making sure that he cast the spell properly. Also, he doesn't have tax opportunity, so he can't really do anything against that. So, why would a
Can I just
spellcaster
ask?
have that?
Can I ask an out of character metagaming question?
Yes. What is it?
How big is the dude I'm fighting right now?
Wait, what?
Like, how big of a health pool does it have?
The guy in front of you is like half. Considering everything you've done so far, I'll say about 50 hit points.
Different one. Okay.
The big guy, the green fiend, is well, after that good hit, he's at like 95, almost full.
Okay, I'm using the giant scorpion venom,
Nice.
and I'm gonna for my second thing, I'm gonna do twin feint. That's my all my actions,
Whoop, whoop.
and
All right.
that's gonna be first strike is without the flat-footed, and is at him
Still hit him.
Okay.
Ow!
with
Right in the
poison.
eye.
That's normal damage, right?
Yep.
6.
Big
That's-
damage. Huge whammies.
Hit him on the second one. Hit him on the second one.
And the second one is
You know the ones.
flat-footed.
The ones you're reliably bad with.
Exactly.
Shit!
Ooh.
Oh,
You
hi,
were
Mark.
saying? With the flat-footed.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, no.
Oh no.
So what poison
That
were
was
you
the
using
poison-
again?
That makes him clumsy. The one that makes him clumsy. What's it called?
Yeah, but a lot of poisons also do poison damage.
Giant scorpion. Giant scorpion,
Handsome.
and that's this one.
Can you roll me?
1d10.
Can you roll me the 1d10? Because if it's a 4 or higher, he's dead.
Come
I
on.
like my
Big
chances.
money. Hey!
You watch as his eyes fill with an unnatural malice as he plans to boil your brains out of your eyeballs, but then it's his eyeballs that boil. Ugh.
Gross.
Oh well.
That is gross. Monastery. Ew!
Ewy! Ew!
Gross.
Monastery, why are you still marking him?
The monastery's gonna be dazzled for a while. He's just... the glitter hasn't stopped him so far, though.
I'm gonna quickly chug a healing potion from my belt.
Just give me a moment, everyone. I just gotta take a sip.
Gotta sippy it up.
I like using all these poisons.
Yeah, man. When they work out, they work out.
Okay.
Take the 20. Marvelous.
Alright. And then gonna move over to here. And I'm gonna try and shove this guy in the pit.
Hey, that's not very sportsmanlike.
No one said anything about being sportsmanlike. I know I'm a paladin, but you know, rules.
Well, I think it's reflex. His reflex DC is 31. Because, again, big fucker. He's got the big boy pants on.
I mean, I had a chance, but at least it's not a crit failure.
Okay, now, Evie is smart, and Evie really likes stabbing. There are really two options here, one of which includes... Wee!
Yeah.
Evie has untrained thingamaboober, so I think they can stand on, like, a half square easy enough. Like, they got, like, a pretty good modifier on this.
Yeah.
Sarvith is honestly quite intimidated by the fact that this lady is willing to do this just to get at him with a knife.
She wants blood!
Stabs the dragon, walks on nothing.
I think Sarvith is gonna have to call it quits if this keeps up. The green spawn razor fiend. Well, Rock,
Hi.
you're
Pizza delivery.
what is the sane? Monastery. You seem like the bigger threat here.
Oh.
I get that a lot.
Give me that flat-footed.
It's time for you to be the one who falls unconscious.
Well, first one hits me.
You get your shield up.
Oh no, I didn't, because I healed. So, well, there goes all that healing.
Terry.
Okay.
Oh,
I forget if this guy has attack of opportunity or not.
So far,
Who's
neither
the
have
best
demonstrated.
line here?
So far, neither of them have demonstrated ability.
yeah.
Okay.
He's
Well,
a rogue
you-
guy, so you should be fine.
A nice line, yes.
use an action and then produce flame as a melee attack.
Oh,
Give him,
Flaming
gi- gi-
fist.
give him a slap on the ass cheeks. Someone
I like
actually
you-
made the slap.
I like your cut, G.
Solid 14. But wait, I think that might be 18.
you need
Because
to add
blood,
the damage from
magic.
your thingy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or is that the +4?
Oh yeah, blood magic. Okay. Ow! Matukas.
Ewy.
I can't find it.
Some days you just can't find it.
Sometimes you can't get
yeah,
rid of a bomb.
Takes 1 damage per spell level. Yeah, that's an extra 4. Yeah.
A sword comes pounding down on monastery's equipment.
Ow.
Ouch.
Rock, do something.
Okay, I'll move. I'll go here, and then here, and then here. I don't have flat foot on him because he's a rogue, right?
He does not have deny advantage.
Oh.
Stab.
Not every
Stab.
not every rogue works like that. Everyone's got their own priorities.
That was a hit, right?
Yep.
I didn't
Also,
see.
even if you did have that, you are a higher level rogue. So I don't think it
Oh, so
works.
it's a rank thing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're slightly more conniving than he is.
You know all their tricks.
Oh, that was it. That was me.
Monstery.
That's me. I'm gonna drink the second potion on my belt. This one's bigger this time because I've lost more health.
I like the idea of you like looking at me and going, "That dragon lord better pay for this."
These are expensive.
Hey, where'd the dragon corpse go?
Oh, it's on this
Sleeve.
horde now. It fell down the hole because it
We're
was
trying
dead.
to push this guy on it now.
Sneezing. I think going to
I was going to
attack.
turn into like a room wraith or something.
I'm gonna attack the stink boy, I guess.
I'm not that stinky.
Eh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
This time I'm gonna put my shield up.
Evie lunges him in a flurry of daggers, but ooh, it seems their daggery
Flurry of
luck has left
daggers.
them. The green spawn, he's hurt. So many people are dead. You killed the dragon. You killed another one of the big boys. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Out of here.
Bye.
See ya.
somebody hold the
they're
bow,
gonna
man.
get the tower. Oh.
No, he's leaving. Like he dives into the water and you'll never see him again.
Picks up his briefcase, puts his hat on.
Turns off the lights.
We're just like, dude, we're doing something here.
Sarvith will do the honorable thing of throwing his weapons down and admitting defeat when he's the last person left.
Stab.
So the combat is over. He's like, I give up.
Well, we can tie him up and have the people over at the place deal with him.
Oh yeah, we can deliver him to the people. That's a
Yeah, to-
better idea than stabbing him to death.
You throw a firm rope
Like-
around him and then go.
And also, and what dragon?
Yeah, we,
Can I take
we
his
can deal with the
equipment?
dragon's horde and stuff.
I'm taking his equipment.
You taking
Even
the
his
dragon?
armor.
like, if he throws his weapon and stuff down, then you can pick him up.
Hey, good news for you, Mister likes to use poisons.
Poisons!
I'm gonna start throwing some stuff into the loot pile. First is what's on
Okay.
that Nurklenak. He does in fact have Wyvern poison. And Giant Scorpion poison.
yes.
And a moderate healing poison, and if you want it, he has torture implements, but I wouldn't recommend it. That's not nice.
Yeah, let's not take the torture implements.
I mean, they could sell.
Well, they could be poison applied to them.
Yeah, but so can, like, weapons.
Mr. Wormlord Sardvith has his kick-ass evil bow. To be specific, it is a +2 striking unholy, I think, composite longbow.
That's
Made
spooky.
of dragon bone and with dragon muscle sinew, this bow draws arrows most terrifying. Jesus.
wonder how the Black Dragon felt about that. It's probably uncomfortable.
He also has a pretty nice little sword, a +1 striking greatsword, if you want one of those. He's got a potion of quickness. I guess he never thought to use it. He's got one of these. He's got a greater healing potion, potion of undetectability.
cool.
So if you ever want to get your mind blanked out and become invisible for a while, look at this potion, by the way. Look at how good it is.
Which
This
one?
motherfucker had an out if he needed one, but he's like, yeah, not gonna risk that with monastery right there. He'll break the potion.
Which protects against sea invisibility spells of 8th level and lower. Wow. That's just I'm not going to be seen for the next
That
10
is
minutes.
a rogue's wet dream. Yes.
Yeah.
How? I want to know what level that item is because that seems.
It's 4,400 gold pieces, so I think we're going to sell that one. I think that one?
Dude,
That one's
that's
not
a
in the
lot.
store.
Does Shadow Essence count as a poison?
Also, he has a very cool shirt that I think our local rogue will like. It's called Shadow Chain.
Shadow Shang. Ooh, sounds like a band.
Whoops, I did.
+2 resilient shadow standard grade mithril chain shirt.
Ooh.
Which is a fancy way of saying it's good for sneakies.
I'll take that if anyone else doesn't want it. Thank you.
Okay, first
it's
I need to
light
figure out the
armor.
price of the thing. It's a +2 resilient, which means that it's already 14,000 gold pieces. It's
Yeah,
also
I'll give
made
it
out
back.
of mithril standard grade, which pumps it up to about 3,000. And then the rune that's applied to it. What kind of rune? It's a property rune. Okay, shadow rune. Yeah, its thing is worth like 3,000 gold pieces.
Damn.
Listen,
It's fancy.
did you miss the part where these guys are the slick McDicks of the group?
I don't want to hear about their dicks.
No, that's just a name.
They're already dead. It's their business.
No, one of them is the two of them.
Rock.
And now we
Rock.
get to the dragon.
Rock gets naked and puts on the other armor. Not naked. Removes his armor and puts on the new armor.
I feel slick now. So,
Did you just take a shot of a dead guy and immediately put it on?
the dragon's hoard
Yes.
contains 130 gold pieces. It contains 8,800 copper pieces. This, by the way, you swim up over time. This takes some time to get out. There's 2,300 silver pieces. There's a cool gold necklace worth 80 gold
Ooh.
pieces. That's nice. A horn of fog.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
That's a rogue thing.
No, horn of fog is just an item anyone can use, and they can make a little fog cloud with it. Also on it is I think you're gonna like this item if only because of the name, the Sanctified Skeleton Slammer.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. That's what
It
we needed.
it's a silver standard grade +2 striking ghost touch disrupting. I think it's a mace.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
Essentially, you hit a skeleton with it, he's gonna go ow.
into dust.
That's cheating.
Yoink.
Also, he has a breastplate of command.
Ooh.
Now this one's very nice for your local resident big boy.
Ooh.
And a +1 striking mace.
The final thing that you managed to dive up. I don't know who's doing. Let's just say Evie's doing the diving. They just want to get a little bit of stretching. You all are like,
yeah, while that's going on, we like signal the.
the
griffin
final thing
folk
that they bring out
out.
makes the local paladin go, oh, oh.
Ooh. That's
Oh.
bone lord. Ooh. We have power
Kill,
over him
crush, destroy.
now. Not yet.
The lich will stay alive if you crush it, and it will probably just make him more angry.
Yeah,
So
let's use
let's
this
not
as
crush it just yet.
Let's crush it after we've resolved the war and you're at a better level to fight a lich.
Yeah.
What happens if you pour holy water into the phylactery?
The holy water evaporates because it's not powerful enough.
Oh.
Yeah, you need like super sauce to deal
Like
with that.
it if you dip it in holy water, you just end up with a bucket of unholy water.
You need like you need like a god to spit on it or something.
Yeah.
God,
I mean,
this
you
spirit.
can break it, but pretty tough.
Am I good with this kind of bow? Does anyone want this bow?
I would be lying if I said I didn't
fight at
want it, but at the
range.
same time, I think I'm getting a bit stupid with how much stuff I have.
But take the bow then if
No,
you're gonna
no,
use it.
I will stay with my sword and the hand wraps.
I don't know if I'm gonna use it. That's why I'm like,
And I'm probably not going to use it either. It's more like a trophy.
We should probably sanctify it because it's kind of evil.
you know what? Actually, in all reality, no, I think this is just something so we can have it in our raft keep for later, like on the wall.
Yeah. It's going to spice
And
up the place with a bow
the
made of
breastplate of
dragons.
command is so nice, but at the same time, it's medium armor.
It's up to you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Shadow Essence, does it act like a poison while I'm fighting? Because I see it has it's written like a poison.
Allow me to look up Shadow Essence. Give me like 5 seconds. Shadow
I'm
Essence.
gonna put it back into the loot so you can look at it. It's in the loot pile for some reason.
I still love that there's a holy water labeled anti-ghost sweater. Yeah, this is a poison. This is something you can smear on an
Yes.
item, and it makes people go, ooh.
That's what I need.
That's what he needs. I need to calculate some experience. It's what I want.
We have 100 to level up.
Oh yeah, you're gonna make it. Don't worry. Don't worry about that part. That part's like set in stone. Okay, there's 7. I think this guy's a 7. I think he's an 8. The dragon was a 7. So
What
that's-
are you rating? Their
I
looks.
think it's a
I'm
10
rating.
out
I'm,
of
ra-
10.
I'm rating their lovely outfits. So that's 90. And there was an 8 in here somewhere. Yeah, the big guy was an 8. So he's like 40. And then the big guy was an extra 60. So 230 experience points.
Ooh, so it's 130.
Yup. You leveled up and I have 130 left.
Rebel 8.
I mean, to be fair, after a fight like this, you sure deserve it.
Yeah,
We're 138 XP or 130.
You are level 8.
we're on 130 right now.
Fun
Okay,
fact,
I-
Eevee was still set at level 7. So they were actually working with a slight debuff.
I
Oh wait,
mean,
we were
so were
supposed
the
to
rest
be
of
level
us.
8.
We were level 7. All of us.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. I don't have any game where people are level 8. Why am I so confused? I thought you were level 8 for some reason.
No, we were level 7.
Level 7.
I'm just stupid, I guess. I'm just so dumb. Roll me down a hill. Whee!
Big Dumby.
Oh, my AC is 27 now.
How sparkly.
AC 30.
Well, the alchemist gets to pick some feat. Cool new. Ooh, let's see. Level 8.
This is usually where we get the cool feats.
There's Feromutagen, Perpetual Breath, Pinpoint Poisoner, and Sticky Bomb.
Oh, Pinpoint Poisoner. That means I got something.
Oh my. That's pretty cool.
Rogue Feet. Skill increase.
Perpetual Breath will allow them to go to another field and get like infinite lesser alchemist fires and such. That's pretty dumb.
What
This
skill should
super
I
cool
increase?
feat with quick block.
Oh yeah, we're doing what's it called? So don't forget your archetype.
Yeah. What else do you get?
Skill feat and a sorcerer feat.
Just a skill feat. Alright.
Eevee does not have an archetype. So
I'm gonna buff up my.
Should probably take that up with her when she's around.
when she's around, yes.
What? My acrobatics didn't change. I moved acrobatics from untrained to. Oh, did it change it too?
Don't you have untrained specialization?
I do.
Yeah, but it still adds 2 if you give it trained.
I'm just looking at a feat I can take. Safeguarded spell. If the next action is to cast a spell with an area, you aren't affected by the spell even if you're within the area.
Oh, now you can do what Snoggle wanted to do, but actually be safe.
Yep.
Suicide bomb with a fireball.
He was a suicide bomber, honestly.
Eevee taught you the ways by showing how it's done. Getting blown up.
Oh, I got acquired tolerance. It's more money poison technology license.
You can get loner spell. What? During your daily preparations. This is a rogue, right? During daily preparations, you gain assistance from an allied spellcaster to prepare one spell for the day. Can be up to 3rd level. Wow! I just love that. It's like, hey, listen, can I get a spell from you? I just want to borrow one.
Can I get a spell?
Can I get a with extra fries? What do you want? It's like, I just want extra fries. One of those. Oh my goodness, ricochet stance. You can any thrown weapons strike do blah blah blah. Immediately return to your hand, so you become Captain America with a shield, I guess. Oh, predictive purchase. Sly Striker. Your attacks do more damage even if they're not flat-footed. How does that work? When you succeed or critically shoot a strike that isn't flat-footed, you also deal 1d6 precision damage. Ah, so you get partial sneak. That's pretty cool. Subtle Shank. Someone read Ironclaw because there's a feat that does exactly this. You draw your weapon, shank a bitch, and then put it back, and no one saw it.
Who me? No.
Tactical
I
entry.
wouldn't know.
Stride without reactions. You rolled stealth for initiative in this counter. Oh, okay.
Those are rogue feats, right?
Oh, tactical entry is pretty. Yeah. Yeah. You're a master in stealth. You rolled stealth for this encounter, and nobody's acted. You can, as a free action, just at the beginning of the fight, immediately move around a bit. That's pretty sneaky. Opportune backstab. When your enemy is hit by an ally, you capitalize on the distraction. Ooh. Attack of opportunity, but your friends are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
The bug girls are fighting someone. I guess that's just freebies for me. The best part about those, by the way, is since MAP is on your turn, attacks of opportunity made that way do not get your MAP, so they're full bonus. Pew, pew. But there's also fun things like blind fight, delay trap, what? Bullseye. Order to avoid concealment and cover. That actually, by the way, would let you overcome things like dazzled. But it's coming like once. Improved poison weapon.
I saw. I was about to read that.
You deliver poisons in ways that maximize their harmful effects. When you apply a simple poison with poison weapon, the poison deals 2d4. Oh, it's a simple poison. Ugh.
Can I gain another archetype if
What are you looking at?
I'm just curious?
Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah, okay. It's
Well, I
just
can
because I
tap
realised
someone
that
with
witch isn't really worth doing it much for me.
Well, if you want to retrain witch, that's fine by me.
Okay.
Just want to scrap it and throw it into the bin. And you're like, nah, that don't work for me. That's fine by me, man. Don't worry about it.
I
I
am
thought
not
about Eldritch
trained.
Archer, but because spells, but no, to do Eldritch Archer, you need to be good at bows then spells, rather than spells than bows. Fortunate.
I actually can't get longer spell.
Aww.
Oh, but this is my thing. I'm a ruffian. But this feed is from Agents of Edgewatch. What? I didn't use
Access.
that.
Side with the washboard. Oh, whatever. Let's see. You're wielding a melee weapon that deals bludgeoning damage. You are hidden or undetected from an enemy. You emerge from hiding and deliver a blow that can knock an enemy sprawling to the ground. You stride up to half your speed, but must enter movement immediately into an opponent who are hidden or undetected by. Then you strike, and if you hit, they are prone. That's a very specific subset of actions, but it's pretty cool, I guess.
It would be actually fun if I took the nimble roll, because I tried to do that in this fight and failed. You throw yourself into a roll to escape imminent danger.
Yeah, if it results in the attack being a failure or crit failure, or the success or crit success on a saving throw, so it also lets you use a nimble dodge against reflex saving throws, not just attacks. If you get a positive result for you, you also get to stride 10 feet, which is pretty cool. I like you can also use it while flying or swimming, but you cannot use it when burrowing.
If I'm
Sodhounds
digging, I'm
do
digging.
not respond. Do not
I draw
interact.
the line at burrowing.
Or climbing.
So actually, I'm torn between sidestep and the roll.
Oh.
Sidestep, let the attack hit someone else other than me, next to me.
Sidestep, you definitely step out of the way and look too. Oh, God. That is so nasty. I mean, in the right circumstance. Because don't forget, this is a fail or a crit fail. It's not necessarily a crit fail. And they reroll. Some contacts that can be... Don't forget, by the way, that some attacks have auxiliary effects, like some also deliver poison or knock a creature down.
I'll take sidestep. You're right.
It's not the worst. Oh, so it says strike, which means this also works on range attacks. So if a mofo like shoots you from across the range with a sniper, you're like, actually, you were shooting this guy.
Bye.
The fun part is that they reroll, and since they already failed the attack roll, they can only go up. God. That is one of those abilities that when it works out perfectly and they crit roll and they just snipe it to death, you're like, oh man, that was great.
Now I just need a skill feat.
Skill
That's the only
feat,
thing I'm
skill
missing.
feat.
Yeah, level 8 skill feats. Let's see what you have.
Maybe get nimble crawl. Crawl at a faster rate. That's one you could use a lot. Oh, hey.
Wall jump.
Actually, no, wait. I don't think you have what it takes to get kip up. Yeah. Kip up is alright, because then you can get up without reaction. Wall jump. Wall jump.
Wall jump. Wall jump.
Are you a master? Are you a master in athletics?
I'm not.
Gotta
Are
be
you
a master
bad
for
enough
those.
dude to jump off walls?
I think-
Sanctify water. That's the one I'm gonna take.
What?
Sanctify water.
I think you're going to want to take foil census.
Where did you find that one?
Stealth. Essentially, whenever you use the avoid, hide, or sneak actions, you are always considered to be taking precautions against special senses. Which is, for example,
Ooh.
things that have scent or things that have tremor sense.
Yes. Took it already.
Tiptoeing around. Got that special deodorant.
I don't want to be seen. That's it. I put everything in.
Yep. I grabbed quick block, which means I get a free bonus
Oh.
reaction that I can use to shield block.
That
every
one is
turn.
that is way better than it sounds.
Yeah. Having 2 reactions is kind of really good, even if one's dedicated to shield block.
Shield
I got
block is
to
good though.
Yeah, it's really good.
Now you're like the
And-
mega tankiest person around. Jesus.
I can even do it twice if I wanted to. And then I got to battle from Marshall, which means if someone's in my aura,
Mhm.
I can use 1 action to make them move, or 2 actions to make them attack.
Which is great if you're in a really bad spot and you just want your friends to be useful.
Yeah, just to like get the hell out of here, get out of range, and get Tiri to move somewhere safe.
Like, you might sit there going, I don't get it, but listen, not everyone has exciting things to spend their reactions on, and being able to stride is a big deal.
Yeah, and powerful leap, which means I can jump sometimes.
You can jump a lot more. Ooh.
I'm not mastering anything.
A 5-foot vertical leap is not nothing, especially in full armor.
Especially when you are also like 6 feet tall. So yes, you can jump up to another floor and pull yourself up.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Actually, you could probably climb up to the 2nd floor of a house with smaller floors, considering you can also stretch your arms out.
Yeah.
And that only costs you 1 action.
Oh,
Actually-
can I? Oh, we did check everything out. Never mind.
You can leap up to 15 feet horizontally. Oh no. You can leap up to 20 feet horizontally. Oh no. What? Oh yeah, 10. So yes, you can leap up to 15 feet with a single action, just whoosh. Which is pretty good when you're dealing with something like the ground is covered in difficult terrain, but jumping is fine.
yeah, you can just leap
Leapfrog,
over things.
baby. To be fair, if you had engaged that green spawn in the swamp, that's how he would have overcome the difficult terrain of the swamp. He would have just jumped all over the place like an asshole.
Yeah.
After all this, you also discovered that that little adjacent building is filled to the brim with eggs.
Destroy them.
Gross. Yeah, just
Make an omelet.
Yes,
Terry
all of
torch
them.
the place.
Are we cooking it? Are they edible actually after you cook them?
Don't.
If you want to, you can try.
I can see the look in Rock's eyes. Don't. Just don't.
It's a great way to get some cool mutations where you betray the party at the
But-
most important moment.
And they've got
But
like
I
half
wanna.
lizard people in them.
But I
How do you feel about
wanna.
the
Rock your rogue. No one can stop you if they tried.
Yeah. As soon as we turn our backs, you've got a mouthful
However,
of
unless you have
weird egg.
cooking lore or omelet lore, I don't think you can make a good omelet.
Egg lore.
I'm good at egg.
Egg, egg, egg. Egg, 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 egg.
Can we somehow call over people from over there so they see what happened here? And bring this
Yeah,
asshole
They
back?
gave us the signal to like call
If-
them over.
If you actually use like Sarvet's bow and the signal arrow he has, and call them over, I will assure you that 5 seconds after arriving and seeing the dead guards and the quiet, I think they're just gonna book it. They're regulars, you know. They're those regular guys who by this point are like bottom tier characters to you. Also, I made a mistake with the math. I assumed you were level 8, so I need to recalculate the math a little bit. I'll tell you how much I actually skimped you out on.
No, I'm asking about the I mean the furries. I mean, oof, wrong word.
Furries.
I mean the friends, the
Tyrion
animal
Couture.
friends.
Yeah.
Yes,
we have. They gave us the signal. I
Yeah.
said that.
You know how to get a signal, and that would get them to land over. And they will be much impressed by the fact that there's just a dead dragon and a whole bunch of other corpses around. Although Zarvith is still technically alive.
Do you want this guy or should we
I mean,
give
we
him
would.
to you?
Yeah, got to take him to the Tiricator and have them dole out judgment.
And Zarvith is like, hey, listen, I know a lost war when I see it. You just let me go. I won't get in your way.
Oh, we're gonna deliver it to the authorities. Says the bandit rogue.
Hey,
We're
you're
gonna
taking care of
deliver it-
competition, baby.
You'll face justice for your crimes.
That what
Paladin,
he said.
paladin, paladin.
She said. Oops.
Wink.
Okay, so that's 40. That's another 30. Then this guy, there were how many? There were like 3. Yeah, there were 3 sevens. So that's 120. Then there were 2 8s and a 9? Or 1 8 and a 9? Yeah, 1 8 and a 9. So that's an extra 60, an extra 80. I skimped you out on 120 experience points.
So
Wow.
250.
Trying to cheat us, huh?
I mean, this fight is also technically considered double extreme.
And 140, right?
120. It's it's 350 to 230. So
Yeah,
Okay.
we got 250 now.
yes.
Yes.
Gosh. Well, like I said, it's a fight that deserves it.
Yeah.
Can we
Man,
just
you did-
time-
You did so good in that. I'm impressed. Really becoming grown-up boys.
I'm very impressed
Can
that
we
all
tie
the
them?
1-2 with that dragon.
Mr. Rock, you were saying.
Oh, should we steal one of the dragon eggs? This sounds like a good. This sounds like a bad idea. What's wrong with me?
Hey, listen. Maybe if you raise him good, he'll be a good boy.
I mean, yeah. Do we want to have a child in this party?
No.
So
A child
I'm just gonna
dragon.
spoil this for you, but this army, these things grow up really fast. They're like the clone army. They become adults very quickly. Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't make sense to be growing them in eggs at this moment. So
Oh my god.
I don't know how I feel about recruiting child soldiers.
We can keep one of the eggs as a backup if one of our character dies, so just it sprouts out the egg and then there's a new one.
Mid-fight.
Yeah. everyone make your clone sheet.
Okay, kids. Next time we'll take care of the rest. I think it's a good time to call up here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I might
Thank
try. I still
you.
need to figure out what archetype to retrain into.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah.
Got a
Yeah.
whole week.
Yeah. Because there's a lot, but I'm not sure. I'll think about it. And yeah.
Oakley dokley.